Brooks, and we are coming to you live from Missouri City, Texas, which will play site of the TUFA 2021 Super Bowl. And very exciting. Teams are on the sidelines now. Buddy Brooks, we can talk a lot about both of these teams, but when you look at them both on paper, that 12-0 for Leander sticks out, and the explosiveness that they have showed all season.
Yeah, it's really tough to deny how prolific that offense has been while also preventing points. You know, Leander is scoring, they've scored 397 points all year, averaging 39.7 points a game while only allowing 52. It's tough to put up any points on this stout defense, and certainly that is led by Cameron Cunningham, who you talked to earlier in the pregame show. This defense is stout. They're putting up points. It's really tough to compete. And we talked to Coach Bridges about this Leander defense in the pregame, and he said, hey, like we noticed this team. We knew they were going to be powerful and prolific 2 years ago when we played them. You know, Leander's only been in the league for 4 years now. They're starting to make a name for themselves. Look at the numbers on the sidelines. You talked to Cameron Cunningham, who mentioned, hey, like, you know, if we only have 30 players coming out, it's a rough year for us. You know, we are a team. Everyone's fighting this fight together. Everyone's believing together. We have athletes all over the field on both sides of the football. They're just an overall talented team. And it's going to be tough for North Texas to compete with that. North Texas, the old guard, they've been here. Touched on that they have won 4 different titles throughout the tenure of this team. It's going to be tough to compete. You know, the new kids on the block. Are we going to see the old guard hold steady? Or are we going to see the new team finally knock that old guard off the block and come and bang that door down?
Yeah, again, Leander undefeated this season. They had one loss in that season before COVID. They were 4-1. That one loss coming against North Texas. So a chance for revenge tonight, and now we'll go down to the field for the national anthem.
No, you gotta keep walking.
Welcome to my lodge. This temple of wood, stone, and sports is more than just a lifestyle. It's a mentality. At Twin Peaks, we're rooted in forest-to-table comfort food, wall-to-wall TVs, and our signature 29-degree draft beer. So, welcome to the lodge mentality. Because here at Twin Peaks, we're all lumberjacks. Twin Peaks, eats, drinks, scenic view.
Let's get ready.
Where's your camera? I'm freaking out because I don't have any camera shots.
And that was the national anthem, and now it's moments away from TUFA Super Bowl 2021. Captains met at midfield just prior to the national anthem. Leander won the toss, elected to defer. So they will be kicking it off here to start the game against the North Texas Stampede. Again, tonight's matchup, 2 teams from around the state of Texas looking to crown themselves TUFA Super Bowl champion.
Good crowd we got here today. It looks like a pro Leander crowd. You know, plenty of red and black in the stands, contrasting with the black and yellow of the North Texas Stampede. So good turnout from the Austin area. Leander is representing out here. A lot of fans coming to see the game. And, of course, we thank you for tuning in today to listen to the TUFA Super Bowl on MaxSports.tv.
Back deep to return for North Texas is going to be Devon Sneed. And joining him back there will be number 34, Zay Griffin. Doing the honors for Leander, Kevin Province. Ball is teed up on the 35-yard line. It looks like he's going to need help from his up back. And we are moments away from kickoff of the 2021 TUFA Super Bowl. Live from Mo City, just south of Houston, Texas. And we are off. It's a little pooch kick. Going to be fielded at the 42-yard line across the 40, brought down immediately at the 40.
Great field position for North Texas there. They get the ball at the 40. I don't know if that was some type of miscommunication, but, 81 did a great job of fielding that in the air and gaining a couple yards. Philip Thompson with the return on that play.
Coverage there by Devon Brown, defensive back. So outstanding field position to start out for the North Texas Stampede. Ball resting right at the 40-yard line.
We'll see how quarterback Justin Willis responds to this stout Leander defense. We talked to him during the pregame. He said he feels like they have some strategic advantages in place. It remains to be seen, so I'm excited to see how this North Texas Stampede offense can combat this Leander defense.
Willis will start in the gun with Keith Davis to his right. 4 receivers, 2 to each side. And Davis gets the carry. Davis gets a couple across the 40, now across the 45. And it's a good first down play as he picks up 6, brings up second down and 4.
Nice little zone read there to Davis. I mean, that whole parted like the Red Sea. There was quite a bit of opening there on the left-hand side of the offensive line. And it looks like North Texas is going to come out in the muddle huddle.
Yeah, no official huddle there as they come out almost in the exact formation. This time Davis will line up to the left side of Willis.
Little confusion there with the offensive line trying to pick up the signals.
Opening moments here in the first quarter. Fakes the handoff.
Bubble screen. I think that was a live ball.
Side. Yeah.
I think
he was looking for Chris Kennedy over there in the slot position to the left, and it went right through the hands of Chris Kennedy. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 4 for North Texas.
They're going to call that incomplete pass, but it looked like it could have been a lateral.
14:09 remaining first quarter. And it's a big 3rd down and 4. Anytime you're in a championship game, you want that first possession to be a positive one.
Where's Big Ken Cunningham? See if he can make a play here.
Willis will send Davis out in the slot.
Right.
We might have had an offsides play. Look at
it's a free play.
And it's going to be well covered and incomplete, but we will have a flag. It might have been offsides against the defense.
It was. Cam Cunningham got a little overzealous there, jumped offsides. Going to give North Texas a first down.
So after the first flag on the play, it brings up a good time to talk about our officials tonight. Our referee tonight is James Kelly, line judge Elton Dunbar, bag judge Michael Collins, head linesman Don Kelly, umpire tonight Dwayne Robinson, side judge Terrence Colquitt, and your field judge is Corey Payne. So the penalty sets up a 1st down and 10 inside Wolfpack territory at the 49-yard line. Again, another shotgun formation. This time, Willis will send 3 receivers out to the right, 1 to the left. As Kennedy comes in motion, and it goes to Davis. Davis moves the pile across the 45 to the 44. Another good first down play. Give him 5 on the carry. Brings up second down and 5.
Davis is running the ball hard here, but with Leander lining up in those wide 9s, it opens up some gaps in between the tackles to really pound the rock right there if you're North Texas.
This is exactly what you want when you are playing an offense that's put up 86 points and 92 points in 2 separate games. Take as much time off the clock as you can. A little bubble screen set up to Kennedy across the left side. This time it's completed, and Kennedy will get out of bounds at around the 36-yard line, and that'll move the chains for the Stampede. It'll be 1st down and 10.
Yeah, if they're going to give him a 10-yard cushion on there, you might as well take what the defense gives you. Kennedy, there was no one within 10 yards of him.
Stampede going away from the muddle huddle now a traditional huddle. As they break, and I'm not seeing a play clock running, but they're not really trying to rush anything right now. Willis fakes the handoff, sets up, has plenty of time, has a man down the field, completed at the 8-yard line.
What a catch by Dwayne Guyton Jr. And he's up celebrating a little bit.
And it's going to be first down and goal to go for the North Texas Stampede.
Yeah, and you see Guyton winding his arms. He wants more. Let's run it again. Give me the rock again. I want more.
Now a little bit more urgency for the Stampede as they look to strike first here in the Super Bowl of TUFA 2021. 4 receivers, this time bunched up inside the numbers. Willis, fade pattern, left side, incomplete. Great job there on coverage by the Wolfpack.
Looks like a little miscommunication between Guyton and Chris Kennedy. They both kind of ended up in the same zone on that play. You couldn't tell who the ball was thrown to. I couldn't tell who picked up the read wrong, but it was clear that one of them ran the wrong route.
That stops the clock at 12:10. Brings up a second down and goal from the 8. Willis calling the signals.
Looks like he's changing the play, making it a little audible here.
A little check with me at the line.
He's got man coverage. Looks like they're coming on a blitz.
Fakes it to Davis. Sets up. Swings it out to the left side. Has a completion, but not much going. Maybe a loss of a yard as he just swung it out to Guyton there. And they're going to be third down and goal now from the... They're going to stop no gain on the play, so it'll be third down and goal from the 8.
If they're going to back off, if Leander's going to keep backing off of North Texas like that, you might as well take what they're going to give you. You take what the defense gives you. You run these little bubble screens, take a shot when you have a chance. I think that's what the strategy that North Texas is going with here.
Big play here early in the championship. Third down and goal from the 9. Kennedy comes in motion. Willis takes the snap, now rolls to his right, still rolling, throws it for the end zone.
He's got it wide
Touchdown,
open.
Stampede. Touchdown caught by Devon Sneed.
Devon Sneed was wide open on
And
that.
a round off as a celebration.
It was bad coverage. There was no one within 5 yards of Devon Sneed. That was a very methodical, good drive by North Texas. They were able to overcome, take the penalty yardage to pick up the first down, and then they moved the ball effortlessly on that drive.
6-0 early here. Stampede on top of the Wolfpack. Out to kick the extra point, Mark Deering. Ball be snapped from the 15-yard line, so it'll be a 31-yard extra point attempt, and it's right down the middle. 11:24 remaining. Stampede strike first. They lead 7-0.
I'm anxious to see what this Leander offense comes out to. They're a ballyhooed offense who score lots of points. They put up a lot of points on the board. Let's see what this North Texas defense can do to slow down the Leander offense.
When I call you, click connect, okay? Do we stay with it or do we go to commercial? You gonna go to commercial?
I mean, it's between quarters.
Yeah, we have a commercial.
We'll do it the next stoppage.
Okay, yeah. Hey, next time play that, the Twin Peaks.
Very methodical drive there by the Stampede.
They were helped out by the Leander penalty to pick up the first
you're
down.
absolutely right. That was a
but
big
after that,
third
they
down.
did a great job in really moving the ball.
You're looking good, bro. You got the best shot in the house right now.
Again, this is MaxSports.tv with the first ever broadcast of the TUFA Super Bowl live from Hall Stadium here in Missouri City.
Kicking it off for the Stampede will be Mark Deering. Back deep to return. Vondell Hargrove and Wayne Ward for the Wolfpack. Again, Leander Wolfpack coming out of Austin, and you got your North Texas Stampede out of Arlington. Deering Gets the signal from the ref. Right foot into it. This is a low line drive kick, but it's going to go about 3 or 4 yards deep into the end zone. And that'll be touchback for Leander.
What a big boot.
That's a big kicker out there, too. It looks like if they get short on D lineman, he's not scared to jump out there and play a little D line either.
He is not small. Makes us to get our first look at this prolific Leander offense. They've been putting up points left and right. You know, they averaged 39.7 points during the regular season. They put up 91 on a team. You didn't hear that wrong. 91 points.
That's why when we came in, I was like, how long are the quarters for that?
I know some teams that can't put that up in 3 games.
Wolfpack come out in their silver uniforms. Wesley Geisler, the quarterback. He'll have running backs to each side. And the handoff's going to go to Ward, and Ward is stuffed in the backfield for no gain. And actually, it's going to be about a loss of 4 or 5.
That was a great single effort by the North Texas Stampede defense. They really stopped them in the backfield. And whenever we came into this game, we said, "Wow, look at Leander. They put up a lot of points." But it's been North Texas that's bringing the fight to Leander today.
That's going to put Leander all the way back at their own 20 now, and a 2nd down and 15.
Looks like some confusion on the sidelines for Leander.
Yeah. Substitution issues. And so they'll break the huddle. 2 receivers to each side. Now passing. Little flat pattern caught across the 25 to the 27. Picks up about 7 on the play.
Yeah, quick, easy pass there for Wesley Geiser. Able to get some confidence in this early on in this game. It's a Super Bowl after all.
3rd down and 8. Ball resting on the 27-yard line of Leander, trailing 7-0 here in the 2021 TUFA Super Bowl. Now they're going to split out 2 receivers to each side outside the numbers.
You want to look for Nicholas Jackson on there, but I don't see him on the field.
Geisler passing. Has a completion. Has a 1st down across the 40. Fumble on the play, and did they recover?
I think North Texas got
North
that
Texas
ball.
thinks they have it. There's a scrum for the football. The ball is resting at the 45.
Nice little slant route by Dalton Flowers, but he just fumbled the football at the end of the
Referee still trying to sort it out. And they're going to say Leander recovered.
Yeah, I think Dalton Flowers recovered his own fumble, but man, what a nice little slant route, and he had some moves to him.
A near catastrophe there for Leander, who had just picked up the 1st down. They do recover the fumble, so it's a 1st down and 10 at the 44. Swing pattern completed. Across midfield to the 48-yard line.
And he trucked him. This is a Leander offense. We touched on that they put up 91 on a team. They also scored 84 on another team. It's a prolific offense.
Brown lines up to the left of Geisler. Geisler in trouble. Scrambles, shuttles it off, but immediately hit back inside their own territory at the 48-yard line. Again, it was Brown on the reception. Brings up another 3rd down and long for Leander.
Great job by North Texas getting Leander off schedule here. You put him back at the 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9 distance. That's a tall task to ask for many of these professional teams.
No. Is this a plugged in? This is for this. No, stop.
Shotgun formation, 3 receivers to the left and 1 to the right. Geisler in the shotgun formation. Has it, fires it, middle of the field. One-handed grab at the 30, 10, 5. Touchdown, Leander.
one-handed, and he was off to the races. What a great single effort there.
Vondell Hargrove with the sensational one-handed grab.
And they're twerking as a team down there.
I love it. 7-6 now. 8:08 remaining in the first quarter. Leander Wolfpack answer.
Vondell Hargrove with the single-handed grab to the house.
What quarter is it? This is first.
Extra point team out. And we're going to get flags before the snap.
Yeah. Give me that. Give me that little piece.
Kevin Province will do the honors.
Alright, I need you to come.
So this just got a little bit more difficult. They're going to hold it now at the 27. So it's going to make it a 37-yard extra point attempt. Province's kick is up. Selling left and no good. 7-6, 8:08 remaining in the first quarter. We're going to take a minute, pay some bills. We'll be right back with the TUFA Super Bowl on MaxSports.tv.
Welcome to my lodge. This temple of wood, stone, and sports is more than just a lifestyle. It's a mentality. At Twin Peaks, we're rooted in forest-to-table comfort food, wall-to-wall TVs, and our signature 29-degree draft beer. So, welcome to the lodge mentality. Because here at Twin Peaks, we're all lumberjacks. Twin Peaks, eats, drinks, scenic views.
A little bit. Move at a turtle's pace. Get real slow. Kind of keep that prolific offense off the field.
They'll start from the 37-yard line. Twins to each side. Justin Willis, the quarterback. And you can see there's a lot of communication before each snap on every play for the Stampede. This time the handoff goes to Davis. Davis makes a little something out of nothing. Someway got 4 yards on that play, bringing up a 2nd down and 6.
I like watching number 0, Cameron Cunningham. He's their go-to. He's their captain, their defensive playmaker. He lined up in the wide 9 on that play, but then he crashed down into the C gap. He was able to get hooked by the outside left tackle, and it opened up the outside lane for the running back there. Oh.
Here's the ball.
So those are mistakes that you cannot have if you're doing what you wanted them to do, buddy, and try to move the football methodically and not,
It really gets
yeah.
It really gets North Texas off pace, right? You want to stay within your down and distance. You want to be within 3 yards for every down that you have available. So you want to have a 2nd and 7, maybe a 2nd and 6. Instead, you get a 2nd and long.
Griffin joins the backfield now, and it's going to be a pass completed at the 44-yard line. So they pick up the penalty yards plus about 5 or 6 more. Still third down, though, about 3 to gain.
Right, but you get North Texas gets back on schedule where they're 3rd and 4, 3rd and manageable, where you can open up your entire playbook. Right, you can have a run pass option. You can run the ball if you think you've got some advantage there, or you can throw it deep. You've got plenty of options here at 3rd and 4.
Griffin stays in the game at tailback. Passing, completed. Has the first down and a lot more across the 45. Now down to the 40. Inside Wolfpack territory goes Nick Morrow.
Nick Morrow, he just sat down in that zone, and he was able to get that yak yardage, yards after catch.
So another big third down for North Texas. Another big third down conversion for them. Now they have it first down and 10 from the 40. Willis in the gun. Passing. Flushed out of the pocket. Rolls to his right. Has a man. Has a completion at the 32-yard line. Once again, it's Dwayne Guyton Jr. on the reception for the Stampede.
Willis is doing a great job today at spreading the ball around. We've heard Guyton catch the ball a little bit. Nick Morrow's made some plays. You see Devon Sneed caught the touchdown pass. He's getting some run there. He's really spreading the ball around, giving an equal opportunity quarterback there.
Second down and 2.
Look for a play action pass or a shot up top. See if they go deep on this play.
Davis moves to the right of Willis. Changing the play. Trips to the left, one to the right. Willis steps into the pocket. He's going to tuck it and run. Has the first down across the 30, and that's all he's going to get as he's shoved out of bounds right at the 30. But still just enough to get the first down and get the chains moving once again for the Stampede.
Right on cue for Justin Willis. He wanted to go up top. He wanted to go for the big play there. It just was covered, so he had to take off and run. Still able to. Oh no, it's still going to.
Yeah, I thought he had enough for the first down. They're going to mark him a half a yard short. The ball is resting right on the 31-yard line. The yard to gain looks to be just shy of the 30. So this time they'll go pistol formation. It'll be Keith Davis, the pistol back. He'll get it, and this time he'll have plenty for the first down. So now the chains will move, as well as the clock continues to roll here in the first quarter. Under 4 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Stampede leads the Wolfpack 7-6 here in the championship. Kenneth Hall Stadium in Missouri City, Texas, just outside of H-Town.
It's a sweltering hot day down there on the field today.
Oh, absolutely. Willis rolling to his right, has another completion. Wow, what a move there.
Guess who?
Outstanding move there. Guyton Jr. again. You can tell who the man is on this team when he needs a big play. Guyton Jr. looked like it was just going to be a little 2 or 3 yard gain. Made a man miss. And now it's got them in second and very short again.
Yeah, I'm staying.
Zay Griffin in the game.
What a move by Willis.
Loses the sack, has a man wide open at the 10, across the 5, and it's going to be Chris Kennedy down at the 1.
Chris Kennedy making some people miss, and it'll be first and goal. What a play.
Under 3 minutes remaining, and the Stampede knocking at the door again. First and goal at the 1.
Your whole playbook's open up here. You play action pass. You want to pound it up the middle.
And there's some big guys up front for the Stampede. Those folks watching, you can see it firsthand.
They have numbers going through the A-gap on the right side.
Pistol formation.
Touchdown, Willis.
Here comes Willis, quarterback keeper for the touchdown. 13-6 Stampede lead.
To the 6.
What a nice drive there by the Texas Stampede. Very methodical. It was a mixture of run and pass, and they were able to tack on the touchdown here.
Out comes Deering to kick the extra point.
Big extra point here. Got some late arriving players for the Stampede. Little miscommunication up front.
Nick Morrow to hold. Low snap handled though by Morrow. Deering's kick is right through the middle. That makes it 14-6 here in the TUFA Super Bowl in Missouri City, Texas. Stampede on top, leading the Wolfpack. We'll be right back with a commercial break. This is MaxSports.tv.
Welcome to my lodge. This temple of wood, stone, and sports is more than just a lifestyle. It's a mentality. At Twin Peaks, we're rooted in forest-to-table comfort food, wall-to-wall TV, and our signature 29-degree draft beer. So, welcome to the lodge mentality. Because here at Twin Peaks, we're all number 10s. Twin Peaks, eats, drinks, scenic view.
Personal injury attorney, 713-524-44. Athletics, all our sponsors here in the 2021 Super Bowl.
Don Jones, Buddy Brooks back here at Kenneth Hall Stadium in Missouri City, Texas for the 2021 TFA Super Bowl, where the Stampede leads the Wolfpack 14-6.
Probably not a result that many people thought coming into this game. You know, you look at the schedule, or you look at the records, and you say, "Wow, you know, Leander's running roughshop through this league. They're destroying everyone. They're putting up lots of points. You know, allowing very few. But here we go, Texas Stampede up on top."
Another low line drive kick, end over end, bouncing again. He's pretty consistent. 3-4 yards into the end zone, and out for a touchback. So
we always talk about special teams. It's an overlooked part of the game, but you know, so far in this game, we can see the difference in the two kickers. You know, we see that Mark Deering, he's booming balls into touchbacks. He's making both of his extra points. Versus you compare that to Leander's kicker, and you're having issues with kicking it. He has to do the little pooch kick, miss the extra point. So we see special teams really rearing their ugly head right now.
Offenses are 3 for 3, 3 possessions, 3 touchdowns. We'll see if Leander can make it 4 for 4. Geisler in the gun, now changing the play, looks over to the sideline. Now gets the snap, bubble screen set up, completed across the 25 to the 30, out of bounds at the 32. Good 6-7 yard pickup there for the Wolfpack. Completion made to Vondell Hargrove, who had that big one-handed catch for the touchdown last possession.
Vondell Hargrove's making his presence known here early in this first quarter.
And a little miscommunication. Guys are wanting to hand it off to the right. Nobody there, but he still throws it out to the left side, has completion, and good enough for the first down. So miscommunication, not such a penalty there for Leander, as they were able to convert a 5-6 yard gain for the first.
Not a bad safety net to have in Vondell Hargrove out there.
That'll move the chains. First down and 10 from the 38. Twins to each side.
Wow,
Another
free
hard
play
count.
there.
Yeah, free play, but they're not going to get it off as the big number 51 for the Stampede.
Well, if I'm
Booker
Leander,
Fobbs comes in for the sack, but it's not going to count.
if I'm Leander, I'm not happy about that play. You should have blown it dead. He was unabated to the quarterback, and you're going to get my quarterback killed.
Absolutely. Booker looks to be a pretty big guy out there. I mean, there's a pretty good size out there on the defensive lineman front seven of each of these teams, for both of these teams. As we now are under a minute remaining here in the opening 15 minutes here at Missouri City, Kenneth Hall Stadium.
Oh, we got
Guys learning the gun. And the handoff will go right up the gut to about the 45. Carry that time to Carrington Fleming.
Not much going on that play, but he was able to fall forward to get 2 yards there.
Second down and 2 when they break the huddle. They can run one more play here. We'll see if they do. They will. At least they're lined up to run. Now at 13 seconds. Empty backfield. 5 receivers for Geisler. And we're going to get movement on the offensive line. And this will go against Leander as that left guard jumped offside. So that's going to make a second down and 2 become a lot more difficult with a second down and 7, buddy.
Yeah, Leander's really struggled with the penalties today. You would think with a team that with this prolific of an offense would be, have things a little more tightened up, buttoned up a bit.
And that penalty will end the first quarter. At the end of the first quarter, the North Texas Stampede leads the Leander Wolfpack 14-6. You're listening to MaxSports.tv's coverage of the 2021 TUFA Super Bowl.
Welcome to my lodge. This temple of wood, stone, and sports is more than just a lifestyle. It's a mentality. At Twin Peaks, we're rooted in forest-to-table comfort food, wall-to-wall TVs, and our signature 29-degree draft beer. So, welcome to the lodge mentality. Because here at Twin Peaks, we're all lumberjacks. Twin Peaks, eats, drinks, scenic views.
Second down and 6, and it's a long, deep pass to the 15-yard line and incomplete. Had a man wide open, just overthrew the intended receiver, which was Vondell Hargrove.
Vondell Hargrove's all over the field today, and if quarterback puts a little bit more air under that, and I think it's 6 points.
Great design, just not executed.
And we touched
Hargrove was wide open.
And we touched on getting off schedule here. It's 3rd and 7, an uncomfortable down and distance for 3rd down.
They're going to come out with 5 receivers, trips to the left and twins to the right. Geisler barking the signals. Has time now, flushed out of the pocket, in trouble. Some way eludes a sack. Now he's running for his life. Completes a pass across midfield to the 45, across the 40, and down to the 39-yard line.
Single effort by Geisler there to avoid the sack and hit the open man. What a great single effort there by Geisler.
Reception made to Pato Atkins. And in comes Stefan Harrison at running back. It'll be 1st down and 10 from the 40. Passing again, this time out of the outreach, way out of play for that one.
Yeah, Geisler, I don't know what he was doing there. He had a simple out route, and he missed it.
Looking for Boynton on that play.
Puts him off schedule at 2nd and 10.
Ball actually marked just inside the 40 at the 39. So the line of the game is the 29-yard line. And the handoff will go across the 40 to the 39. A yard maybe on the carry.
That's not the strength of this Leander offense. They're not going to be able to pick up a lot of yards in between the tackles. They're good at getting these guys in space and making somebody miss.
Yeah, almost doing the defense a favor when you run it. So they've been faced with a ton of 3rd down and longs. This is going to be another one. This time they're going to need 9 yards for the 1st down.
Look for Geisler to look for his favorite target, Hargrove.
And Hargrove will line up to the right.
Single down here to the boundary.
Yeah, quads to the right. Geisler passing, steps up in the pocket, looks for a man, has it across the 25 down to the 23. It'll be another first down for the Wolfpack. And guess who? That time, actually, it was not Hargrove. It was J.D. Duncan.
Geyser wanted to go down here to Dalton Flowers, but he was locked up in coverage.
Geisler again passing, has a completion at the 15 this time. And forward progress will be stopped after a 6-yard gain. Completion that time to Dalton Flowers. Second down and 4 from the 15. 12:20 remaining in the first half, and I think we're going to get our first timeout of the game. We'll take it with them to pay some bills. You are listening to MaxSports.tv coverage of the 2021 TUFA Super Bowl.
Welcome to my lodge. This temple of wood, stone, and sports is more than just a lifestyle. It's a mentality. At Twin Peaks, we're rooted in forest-to-table comfort food, wall-to-wall TV, and our signature 29-degree draft beer. So, welcome to the lodge mentality. Because here at Twin Peaks, we're all lumberjacks. Twin Peaks eats...
Back here live at Kenneth Hall Stadium in Missouri City, Texas. 12:20 remaining in the first half. 14-6 lead. Stampede over the Wolfpack. But the Wolfpack have a second down and 4 from the Stampede 15-yard line.
Wolfpack got a unique jersey combination. The silver with the almost a penguin or a zebra numbers in there.
It makes it very difficult to see their numbers. Fade pattern, left side, incomplete.
Great coverage by number 27, Will Fields for North Texas. He was on him like a blanket.
Wanya Ward, the intended receiver that time for the Wolfpack. So third down and 4 at the 15.
These third and longs don't seem to bother Leander. They're able to convert. They're able to make plays. It doesn't matter if it's third and short or third and long. They're able to pick up the first down.
Now they're going to go with an empty backfield once again with 5 receivers. Trips to the right, 2 to the left. Geisler calling the signals. Passing. Throws it to the end zone and incomplete. Again, great coverage there by the Stampede. That time it was number 35, Samuel Douglas, on coverage for North Texas.
What do you do if you're coach of the Leander Wolfpack? What do you do here? Your kicker has already mixed an extra point. You're in field goal range, you would think, but shaky kicker, prolific offense. I think he's going to end up leaving his offense on the field.
The Leander Wolfpack players shook up. It's number 50, Harvey Middleton. He's off on his own power and walking back to the sidelines, though. So, decision time now, early here for head coach Mark Rogers. And he's going to go the conservative route, and he's going to kick a 32-yard field goal. Still a lot of time left to play. Probably the smart play. Kevin Province out to attempt it right between the hashes. Good snap. Hold is down. Kick is up. No good.
Yeah.
Missed it wide right.
If you're Coach Rogers, you gotta wonder. You have a shaky kicker. That's his second missed kick. He missed the extra point. He missed the field goal attempt. I don't know. I think with the offense that you've got for Leander, I think you gotta go for it on 4th and short like that. But it puts it gives the ball back to North Texas, and if you're a bend don't break, you've got to feel confident in your defense making the stop there. Your special teams, you've clearly got the advantage there. 2 out of 3 advantages typically lead to a victory.
Absolutely. So the worst field position of the night for North Texas But they'll take it because it comes off a missed field goal, a 32-yard attempt. And now it's going to be Stampede with the football, leading by 8. Justin Willis calling the signals. Trips to the right, 1 to the left. And he's going to drop it off to his tailback across the 30 to the 34-yard line. Reception that time to number 34, Zay Griffin.
Zay Griffin, he comes up a little lame there. He's limping off maybe an ankle injury. You hope he's okay, but man, what a good play. I like this Willis guy. Willis has been able to move around in the pocket, make some plays. He's really commanding this offense. You've seen him audible several different times. He's very effective as a passer and as a runner.
It'll be first down and 10 from the 34. Willis passing. Nobody there, and it's going to be intercepted by the Wolfpack at the 44. Inside Stampede territory at the 40. A flag down, but it's going to be on the return. I believe it's going to be Wolfpack football.
Yeah, they're going to get a clip on that play. But, you know, as I was just singing the praises of Justin Willis, little miscommunication. It looked like the receiver cut that route off early. I think Willis wanted him to run a flag route, but he cut that off as an out route. So clearly miscommunication on the North Texas Stampede side, but a great play again by Leander. Going to push him back 15 yards, and they're going to get the ball back here.
Leander Wolfpack defense needed a stop or needed a turnover. They got the turnover. That could have been very scary for Leander, already trailing 14-6 against the Stampede offense that really had zero issues moving the football against them in the prior 2 possessions.
You know, it was curious that whenever I was interviewing Justin Fields before the game, he mentioned that turnovers are going to play a key role in this. It's unfortunate that he was the one to throw this first turnover.
First down and 10 for Geisler and the Wolfpack offense. Inside Stampede territory at the 47. And again, nothing really going on the ground. Maybe a couple. This time the carry for the Wolfpack was made by Stephon Harrison.
Yeah, that was a single effort by Stephon Harrison. I told you earlier that the strength of this Leander offense is not between the tackles. You're going to have to get players out in space and make some people miss. But Stephon Harrison was able to make some headway there by plowing forward with a great single effort.
Give them 3 on the first down run. It'll be second down and 7. Passing completed. First down and a little bit more, as he's twists around and reaches out just shy of the 30.
What we're seeing is the weakness of a cover 2 style defense is on those flats right there. They're running little out routes, and they have such a big cushion by the cornerbacks that they're able to complete that at 5 yards a pop every time.
That last reception was Nicholas Jackson, a guy we had highlighted, and I've just now said his name for the first time late here in the first half. In trouble. Geisler rifles it and has a completion across the 25-yard line. What an outstanding throw by Geisler, who found his receiver, Dalton Flowers. He was crumbing to his left side and just fired across his body downfield, and just shy of the first down, but definitely a big first down play. Second down and 3. The carry, the first down, and a little bit more across the 15 to the 14-yard line.
Stephon Harrison is able to plow through some of the North Texas defenders on that play. He's a real strong, stout force there in the running back position. A little miscommunication down there on the field. We have a timeout here.
Yeah, I think it was one of those basketball timeouts where the Stampede just wanted to get off the field. 8:45 remaining in the first half. 14-6 Stampede leading, but the Wolfpack knocking at the doorstep. We'll be right back after these words. This is MaxSports.tv.
Welcome to my lodge. This temple of wood, stone, and sports is more than just a lifestyle. It's a mentality. At Twin Peaks, we're rooted in forest-to-table comfort food, wall-to-wall TVs, and our signature 29-degree draft beer. So, welcome to the Lodge mentality. Because here at Twin Peaks, we're all lumberjacks. Twin Peaks, eats, drinks, scenic views.
You're good.
Don Jones, Buddy Brooks, back here, Missouri City, Texas.
It's hot down there on the
It's
field.
scorching down on the field right now here. First down and 10.
We're starting to see some.
Geisler lofts it into the end zone, has a man incomplete.
What a
He had it
play.
to the last second. What a great job by
What
the
a play
defender.
by Samuel Douglas to tip that away at the very last minute. What a play. We're starting to see some shadows creep in, especially on this Leander sideline. You know, if you're a North Texas fan, your team's on that hot side. You're not going to get any shade, at least for another couple hours, until probably after halftime, because of the way the orientation of the field goes. But you know, they're in the black jerseys, which attract sunlight. And man, we were down there on the track earlier, and I'm telling you, it is sweltering.
Yeah, temperatures were in the low 90s. Heat index was around 98 degrees, and that's all humidity. So that's another thing that we could talk about, you know, later in the second half, is what type of effect is that going to have on both of these teams, especially for some of those big boys that have been wrestling for 60 minutes.
I think Leander clearly has the advantage just because of the sideline. You see, they've got all the shade down where their team's kind of huddled up on the sideline.
Second down and 10, and a little bit of news there. That was Hargrove that was injured. He did walk off on his own power. This time the pass is dumped right in the middle of the field and stopped short for about a 2-yard gain.
If I'm Julius Miller, he's talking to the ref there, and I can agree with him. He was held. It wasn't called, but Geisler was able to complete the pass, pick up a few yardage there. And if I'm Julius Miller, he has a legitimate gripe. The refs really missed a hold on that play.
Third down and 7. Seems like we've said that a lot for this Wolfpack offense already early in this game.
And this has got to be 4-down territory for the Wolfpack.
4 receivers. Geisler passing. In trouble. Dumps it off. Flag on the play. There is a catch made at the 10-yard line. It'll be interesting to see what this flag is.
I think they're going to get holding on the center there.
So that'll make things even worse. Now, if you're the head coach of the North Texas Stampede, Jackie Bridges, do you take this? Oh,
No, it's a chop block. Wow. You definitely got to take
you got to take that.
You put them back at 3rd and long. You
Oh,
know
yeah.
their kicker's not going to be effective. You got 2 downs to stop them. I think you got to push them back.
Oh, absolutely. When I was thinking it was going to be a holding call at first, so it was going to be about a 4th down and 8 or a 3rd and 18. When you get that big 15-yard dime, you're definitely taking it.
You're looking at 3rd and 22. Not a lot of plays in the playbook for that. Stack formation on both sides. Let's see if they kind of run some games with these receivers.
7:48 remaining first half. Geisler looking. Geisler flushed out of the pocket. Points down the field. Fires it downfield to the 15. Has a completion, but still 10 yards shy of the first down.
Yeah, good play by Geisler. He's able to move around in the pocket, and you know this is certainly 4-down territory for the Leander Wolfpack. You can't trust your kicker at this point.
Yeah, Geisler's definitely showed his elusiveness early.
Yeah, he is pretty elusive.
And not to mention being able to keep his eyes downfield, and it seems like every time he's more dangerous almost when he's out of the pocket than he, similar to somebody like Patrick Mahomes. I mean, once that guy gets out of the pocket, that's when his real magic begins.
Well, the challenge is defenders don't know whether to come off their receivers or to stay on and let the pursuit get there.
Geisler's going to need some magic here on 4th down and 11. Will he get it? He
wheel
gets
route.
it! Touchdown, Wolfpack!
Wheeled out to the house, Wolfpack.
Touchdown reception by number 23, Davon Brown. And we are a 2-point conversion away from a tie football game here in the Super Bowl. Now, if you're Coach Mark Rogers, is it too early, given the fact that you've already missed 1 extra point and a field goal to go for 2?
Normally, I'd say you don't chase. It's too early to chase right now, but with the woes on the kicking game that you have for the Leander Wolfpack, I think you got to go for 2.
And he will go for 2. Geisler and the Wolfpack offense looking to tie it up.
singled up across the board here. Let's see what Geisler dials up.
He's going to roll to his right. Throws it across his body. 2-point conversion is good.
Got a little rub there by the inside receiver. Really opened up number 7,
J.D. Duncan.
J.D. Duncan to sit down in that soft spot in the zone.
That'll tie it up 14-14, 6:53 remaining first half. This is MaxSports.TV's coverage of the 2021 TUFA Super Bowl.
Welcome to my lodge. This temple of wood, stone, and sports is more than just a lifestyle. It's a mentality. At Twin Peaks, we're rooted in forest-to-table comfort food, wall-to-wall TV, and our signature 29-degree draft beer. So, welcome to the lodge mentality. Because here at Twin Peaks, we're all lumberjacks. Twin Peaks, eats, drinks, scenic views.
Okay, you're back.
Well, it looks like they're going to have to hold that ball again down here. We've seen the pooch kicks here, and actually North Texas switched out some of the upbacks to get some playmakers with the ball. If you look on the North Texas sideline, they switched back number 10, Ed Young, to try and take this. Look for him to make something happen if he catches that pooch kick.
Devon Sneed over here on this near side as well. And this time it is going to go. Yeah, it's going to go back to the 10, to the 15, 20. Now across the 25. Has a seam across the 35, 40, 45. Kicker to beat. Inside midfield at the 40 and trips and goes out of bounds at the 38-yard line.
Maybe that's why they've been doing the pooch kick. Maybe they're trying to keep the ball away from the North Texas playmakers. Nice little return. Best field position of the day for the North Texas Stampede.
Under 7 minutes remaining. 14-14. This is what a Super Bowl is supposed to be like, buddy.
Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
They're going to officially mark the football at the 38-yard line. Justin Willis, the quarterback for the North Texas Stampede, breaks his team out of the huddle. Twins to each side.
Little overzealous
Zay
there.
Griffin in the backfield with Willis. He'll swing it out to the left, complete it across the 40 to the 35, puts his head down and out of bounds just shy of the 30-yard line.
Chris Kennedy is not afraid to lower the shoulder.
Kennedy.
He's a smaller guy, but he is not afraid to bring the wood.
2nd down and 4. And you really see now the Stampede really taking their foot off the gas. Not that they think, they're in total control of this game, but they know their best chance of winning this football game is keeping guys who are in that offense on the sidelines.
Yeah, you want to milk some of this clock because Leander gets the ball to start the second half. So you want to go up at least one score and make Leander chase.
Willis this time in the pistol. Hands it to Zay Griffin. Griffin has a seam. Across the 30, brought down at the 28-yard line. It's going to be very close to the first down. It'll pin on a right foot or left foot mark here. And they are giving the signal to wave the chains forward for another first down and 10 for North Texas.
It's one of the weaknesses if you line up in that wide 9 is you leave a big gap between the B and C gap where a running back can make some hay, can really pick up some yards there. Slow, methodical to walk up to the line, milk this clock a little bit, get it winding.
Now approaching the 5-minute mark. Willis fakes the handoff, looking deep, right side, end zone, incomplete. The intended receiver that time was Ed Young. It looked like he had it for a second, and then the defender knocked it out at the last second.
Yeah, in and out of the hands of Ed Young. It looked like a good play. good time to take a shot if you're Willis. You have an opportunity to go deep a little bit.
4:47 now remaining first half. Second down and 10.
This is a fast-moving first half we have here, Don. In the heat, in that humidity down there, the heat index it's sweltering.
Trips left, one to the right. Davis back in the backfield now. Davis gets it. Davis has a seam. Davis still on his feet near the 10-yard line.
I think North Texas has a real advantage running the ball between the tackles against this Leander defense.
Kenneth Davis gives the Stampede a first down and goal from the 10.
It's simple math, Don. You've got 4 guys in the box there versus 5 linemen. I think you pound it up the middle if you're North Texas.
And we're going to get a timeout now by Leander. We're going to stick with it right here with just 4:12 remaining here in the first half. That's Leander's second timeout of the half. They have 1 remaining. Buddy, first impression here of what you've seen here in this TUFA Super Bowl, and what are some things that you think are going to be very important as we move forward the remaining of this 60 minutes?
Well, we saw coming in that Leander really had the statistical advantage over North Texas. You know, they had a better record. They were unbeaten. They're putting up points in bunches. They're preventing other teams from scoring. They're playing really, really well. They come into this game as hot as anybody. But, you know, as we heard from Coach Jackie Bridges, this is a team that fights together for North Texas. They stay together. They stick together. And you know what? You look outside of one turnover by Justin Willis, really, I think that North Texas has dominated this game statistically. They're moving the ball well against them. They're playing good defense, and the special team advantage has to go to North Texas. They have a kicker that can boom it. They have a kicker that's, not going to miss kicks, and he makes touchbacks when he does kick off in the kickoff game. So you flip field position. You prevent the other team from getting good field position, and you're getting good field position on your half whenever they kick the ball, because your return game is spectacular. And if they decide to do that little pooch kick, you'll take the ball at your own 40 to start every single game, every drive.
So they'll break the timeout now. It'll be first down and goal from the 10-yard line. Option play. Willis options it out to Davis. Davis, nowhere to run. He's going to put his head down, maybe get a yard. Great contain there by the Wolfpack defense, stuffing the first down and goal play.
When you're going to run the ball for North Texas, the strength of your offense should be, and where you have an advantage, should be through the tackles. If you're going to play wide, you're going to be competing against these superior athletes on Leander's defense, and that's not where you have an advantage. Where you have an advantage is pounding the ball in between the tackles.
Second down and goal. Now it's going to be Zay Griffin in the backfield. They'll fake it to Griffin. Right side, end zone, bobbled and incomplete. He did not get a foot in. It was very close. The side judge right there on the call, and they're going to say incomplete, bringing up third down and goal.
Yeah, Guyton's mad. He thought he caught it. He did catch it, but he didn't. If he would have caught it on that first bobble, it would have been a sure touchdown. But he bobbled it. He came down with it, but he couldn't get his feet in time because it was already pushed out of bounds.
So now the tables have reversed a little bit here. It's third down and long for the Stampede. Ball resting just inside the 10-yard line. 14-14 game, 3:12 remaining in the first half. Justin Willis, the quarterback. Griffin to his right. Fakes the handoff. Pump fakes. Now he's pressured. Now he throws it in the end zone. Does he have it? Yes, he does. Touchdown, North Texas Stampede.
Justin Willis, what a play. Single. He had 2 guys wide open on that play.
Ed Young on the touchdown reception. Justin Willis eludes defenders, makes a little something out of nothing, and gives his Stampede football team the lead 20-14 with the extra point pending.
Hey, we touched on the weather earlier. Look, we're getting some cloud cover in here. Maybe a little shower or two, cool things off, which would really help benefit the North Texas Stampede because they're on that sunny side of the field.
Deering once again out to kick the extra point. He's a perfect 2 for 2. And I jinxed him, buddy.
Whoa.
This one never got about 5 feet off the ground.
That was bad. That was really bad kick.
Lines it into a couple linemen's head and no good. 2014, 2:56 remaining first half. We're going to take another break, pay some bills. When we come back, we'll have the conclusion of the second half of the TUFA Super Bowl. It's the Leander Wolfpack trailing 20-14 to the North Texas Stampede.
Welcome to my lodge. This temple of wood, stone, and sports is more than just a lifestyle. It's a mentality. At Twin Peaks, we're rooted in forest-to-table comfort food, wall-to-wall TV, and our signature 29-degree draft beer. So, welcome to the lodge mentality. Because here at Twin Peaks, we're all lumberjacks. Twin Peaks, eats, drinks, scenic.
2:56 remaining in the first half, 20-14 after a Justin Willis pass to Ed Young. Regained the lead for the North Texas Stampede here in the TUFA Super Bowl.
You really jinxed Deering on that play.
I did.
You know,
I apologize to Deering's family if they're listening. I was just, I thought he was automatic.
That kick was like an 8-track player compared to like an MP3.
So now Deering has it teed up at the 35, boots it high. This one not as long though. This will be fielded and returned from the 12. Moving to the left side, looking for a seam across the 30. 35 has a sideline and
Oh, he is laid out.
belted across the 14 or 40-yard line.
Joe Johnson laid
Joe
the wood.
Johnson. That was a big hit right there.
You know, I joked on, but we touched on how North Texas had the advantage in the special teams game. It looked like that advantage may be taking a little bit of a hit there. You know, Deering had boomed all of his kicks into the end zone for touchbacks, and he had missed. He had made every kick that he kicked, but then he comes out, he misses the extra point. He kicks it short there. It puts Leander at their own 41. Really good field position. You don't want to give Leander any undue advantage there.
So it'll be an empty backfield for Geisler. The drive will start from the 41-yard line.
Yeah, clearly North Texas doesn't like something.
Yeah, North Texas calling a timeout. They now have, I believe, one remaining, as that's their second here in the first half. 20-14, 2:47 remaining first half. Again, plenty of time left on the clock for an offense as explosive as Leander. When you talk about a team who's put up 80 points and 90 points in the game, and I don't care who the competition is, I mean, that's some explosiveness, and so you've got to be weary if you're Stampede. You got to be alert.
Well, you know, Leander, 91-0. I don't care what level of football you're at. That's talent.
All right, so we're back from the timeout. First down and 10 from the 39. Wolfpack moving right to left on your computer screen. 5 receivers, trips to the right, twins to the left. Fade pattern, right side, incomplete. A lot of contact there, no call.
Leander wants a flag on that play, but I think their feet just got tangled up there a little bit. But, you know, what do you know here? Leander in second and long and third and long again. This is becoming old hat for this Leander offense.
Second down and 10 from the 40. Guys are directing traffic now. Puts another receiver to the right side. Little draw play, designed perfect, but big play there by the linebacker of the Stampede as he sniffs it out and stuffs it.
Yeah,
it was number 30. Excuse me. It was number 32, Nicholas Brown, on the stop for the Stampede.
Don, the sprint draw is used if you have an overly aggressive defense. And North Texas hasn't showed the propensity to be that overly aggressive where the sprint draw would be effective. And we saw how ineffective that sprint draw was.
3rd down and 9. 2014. Wolfpack in trouble. Now Geisler's in trouble. Just throws it away. Are we going to get a grounding call? I'm not
They're
sure
gonna
about
call
that.
An incomplete pass. I think he was able to get but that's dangerous.
Yeah, that's very dangerous. I guess they're going to say you got a beyond the line of scrimmage. That could have easily been a grounding call, which would have made it 4th down and forever. Instead, it's going to be 4th down and 9. Still, you're probably not going for it here. Could have been a little bit more issues, though, for the punt team.
Yeah, first time to take a peek at the punt game of these teams. Looks like we're going to have some type of conference here on the field. I didn't see someone take a timeout. Rest didn't signal for a timeout either.
Yeah, it looks like somebody called. I didn't see the signal for a timeout either. I don't see any injuries. So, thanks to all of our sponsors and thanks to all of our viewers here at MaxSports.tv. Shout out to Twin Peaks. Maybe catch some wings and a couple drinks there and enjoy the scenery after the game.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Obviously, there was a timeout by someone on the field. We're going to stay with it right here as we only have a minute 55 remaining in the first half. Again, 2021 Super Bowl coming straight at you from Mo City, just outside of Houston, Texas.
If this isn't reflective of a coach that's not very confident in his special teams game, you're going for it on 4th and 9 from your own side of the ball, home side of the field.
Oh, okay, a little trickery there as he's just going to punt it, and it's a nice one. Bouncing at the 20, takes a big Leander hop inside the 5, still rolling inside the 3, still rolling and down at the 1-yard line.
What a pooch punt. What a quarterback kick. No one back for North
Absolutely.
Texas, and they were able to pin him deep. A minute 42 here. If I'm North Texas, I'm trying to milk this clock, go into halftime with the lead, up 6 on this prolific Leander Wolfpack team.
Yeah, that nose of the football is just inside the 1-yard line. So a chance here for the defense of the Wolfpack to make something happen here early for their offense. Yeah, you hate to waste that. This is when you just wish there was a few more minutes left in the clock to take full advantage, but
Fortunately for North Texas, they are effective running the ball in between the tackles. Let's see how this Leander Wolfpack defense comes out in the lines, but I think they've got a real advantage if they run the ball right up the middle.
never a settling feeling for a quarterback when you're taking the snap into the end zone. Willis rolls to his right, dumps it off, has a completion at the 5, and out of bounds at the 6. So there's the breathing room that they needed as they complete the pass, again to Zay Griffin for about a 4-yard gain. I thought he got out of bounds. Did they say he stayed in bounds?
Well, they say he stopped forward progress
All right.
in the field of play.
So that's a big deal because the clock continues to tick. 1:15 now. Ed Young on the reception. And Ed Young has another big first down reception here tonight. And unlike college, the clock continues to tick. No clock stoppage on first downs here, as Willis now has it. Willis in trouble, dumps it off again to Griffin. Griffin shows his burst of speed, sprints across the 22-yard line, and has the first down.
That was all Justin Willis on that play. He was able to stave off a defender and flick that ball out to Griffin, who was able to make some hay in space on that play.
So he got out of bounds with 45 seconds remaining. First down and 10. Let's see how aggressive the head coach of the Stampede, Coach Jackie Bridges, is.
I think on this where you're at in the field, it's you're at the 24-yard line with 45 seconds to go. I don't see any path to a touchdown on this without a long gain here.
Willis hard count nearly made the Wolfpack jump off sides. And they're passing again. Willis, plenty of time. Has a completion across the 35 to the 37-yard line. It's Dwayne Guyton Jr. again on the reception.
Oh, Guyton. He seems to have a knack, but that clock's ticking. I don't think there's any timeouts.
Rushing back to the line of scrimmage. 23 seconds remaining, and now we're just going to get Willis to clock it. That'll stop the clock with 23 seconds.
Yeah, a few more yards here. We could say a Hail Mary.
Yeah. We have not. We've seen it. We've seen him throw it on a rope, but we have not seen him really air it out. Be interesting to see what that arm strength is like.
Can you get any Mexican food at Twin Peaks? Maybe a chimichanga or an enchilada? Or it's only wings. And...
You can get some good burgers there. I know that.
Yeah, no doubt. No
Home
doubt.
of the 29-degree beer.
Yes, it is. I do
Second
like
down
cold
and
beer.
10. I'm not mad at a little frost in my cup. Trips to the right, one to the left. Guyton rolls to his right. Sets up. Throws
Oh,
it
the home
deep.
run ball.
Has a man completed at the 25 and inside the 23-yard line.
Oh, you got to get everybody down there. Tick, 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 tick.
Morrow on the reception.
I don't think they can get
7
this off in
seconds.
time.
6 seconds. 3, 2, and he snaps it
Oh.
and downs it, or excuse me, clocks it with 1.6 seconds remaining in the first half.
What
and
a
this is
play.
a big field goal because this would put you up 2 possessions.
Yeah, what a big play, Justin Willis. With the home run ball there, what a play.
Nick Morrow just came out of nowhere, made a big catch, and now where they've got this football placed, it looks like it's going to be about, we'll call it a 37, 38-yard field goal attempt. Deering, who has an excellent leg, he's definitely got the distance for this.
Yeah, he needs to redeem himself after that last kick. It was really a poor effort. Liking how both these teams line up quad receivers, quad city DJs.
Oh, yeah. Very innovative.
Yeah.
All right, so after the timeout, here's the situation. It's a 2014 game. Stampede leading the Wolfpack.
I also
And a
see
chance to go into the locker room up 2 scores.
Looks like the Wolfpack have a turnover chain down there.
You said at the beginning of our telecast, special teams is going to be a big deal in this football game, and this is going to be a huge kick for Deering.
Well, Don, there's 3 phases to football games.
Just inside the left hash mark. It'll be a 37-yard attempt. It has the distance. It's wide right.
Wow,
No
that
good.
would have been that would have been a big play for North Texas, and now they go in only up 6.
So we've reached halftime of the TUFA Super Bowl 2021 edition, and it's the North Texas Stampede leading the Leander Wolfpack 20-14. We'll be right back with our halftime show and kickoff of the second half. You are listening to MaxSports.tv.
Welcome to my lodge. This temple of wood, stone, and sports is more than just a lifestyle. It's a mentality. At Twin Peaks, we're rooted in forest-to-table comfort food, wall-to-wall TVs, and our signature 29-degree draft beer. So, welcome to the lodge mentality. Because here at Twin Peaks, we're all lumberjacks. Twin Peaks, eats, drinks, scenic views. Lodge. This temple of wood, stone, and sports is more than just a lifestyle, it's a mentality. At Twin Peaks, we're rooted in forest-to-table comfort food, wall-to-wall TVs, and our signature 29-degree draft beer. So, welcome to the Lodge mentality. Because here at Twin Peaks, we're all lumberjacks. Twin Peaks, eats, drinks, scenic views.
Start.
Welcome back, MaxSports.tv here, Missouri City, Texas at Kenneth Hall Stadium for the TUFA Super Bowl. Score right now, the North Texas Stampede 20-14 over the Leander Wolfpack. Don Jones, Buddy Brooks producing for us tonight. Zach Fordyce. Buddy, first impression of the first half that you've seen here, and what are some keys of the game for either one of these teams to be the TUFA Super Bowl champions of 2021?
Well, I am a little bit surprised that the Texas Stampede has been able to come out and really kind of take it to this Leander Wolfpack. Leander was much ballyhooed. They were the famous offense, the big defense, the playmaking offense, putting up points, keeping opponents out of the end zone. But we've really seen the three phases kind of favor the North Texas Stampede. They've been able to kind of take it to Leander. So let's see if they can keep that up in the second half. We got to look forward to turnovers and most importantly, that special teams game. We've touched on the special team plays over and over and over again throughout the first half. So let's see what happens in the second half to see if they can take advantage of this special teams advantage.
One thing Leander is going to have to stay out of, those third down and longs. I lost track of how many third down and longs they were actually in to the game. Now, you did mention Leander won the toss to start the game. They are going to be returning this second half kickoff. Again, trailing by 6, and it could have been a lot bigger lead if Deering at the end of the first half could have made that kick. So special teams right there, instead of a 9-point lead and 2 possessions, it's still anybody's football game with a 6-point lead.
Well, I'll call Barry about this information, but can you go make sure the JVC is streaming, please?
And you're going to get Hargrove for the Wolfpack back deep to return.
Until I get one from Barry.
Let's not forget about our great sponsor, Twin Peaks.
Love it.
29-degree beer, great place to go. Scenic views, great spot.
Absolutely. Home of the 29-degree beer. So if you're thirsty today on this hot day, you know where to go. As Deering boots this one not very far, returned across midfield to the 45. It's just a line. Wasn't even really a pooch kick. It was just a...
No, in fact, I think that hit off of one of the the front line of Leander, and Leander's going to come away with fantastic field position on this play.
Yeah, definitely their best field position of the game. They've had their troubles as most of the time they're getting kicked off to, and Deering has been putting it into the end zone. This time, pretty big mistake to start off. You know, you always hear about first possession of the second half on defense, first possession in the second half on offense is key in these close games. So here's Leander Wolfpack now inside Stampede territory at the 43.
Stampede look like they're going to bring some heat.
Geisler has a man wide open on a slant pattern across the 25 down to the 23. Once again, it was Dalton Flowers on the reception, and they have great field position now inside the 25 to the 22.
If you're going to continue to single up Dalton Flowers, he's going to burn you every time. That simple pitch and catch one-on-one matchup against Dalton Flowers.
Wasting no time getting back to the line. Geisler in trouble. He's going to tuck it and run and slides. They're going to mark his slide right at the 17-yard line. So a pickup of 5. They pick up half of the yards needed for the first. 20-14 Stampede lead, but look at Leander right now as they are now inside the red zone looking to tie and possibly take the lead. They've had some extra point struggles early as well as field goal struggles, so that extra point is no guarantee. Twins to the right, one to the left. Guys are in at the gun. Has it, again has Flowers. This time Flowers is going to be stopped after about a yard gain.
With the Texas Stampede up in press man coverage, you're not going to get those quick hitting slants like he'd want to because the defense, there's not a lot of separation.
Davon Brown in the backfield with Geisler. Geisler passing. Throws it to the flat, incomplete, well covered, and it's going to be make it 4th down and 3.
I think this is 4-down territory if you're
Absolutely.
Leander. You know, with the woes in the kicking game that we've seen throughout the first half, I think they've got to go for it on this 4th down.
Especially at this short distance. And, I mean, now field goal does get you back into that 3-point range.
You know, we've seen Leander make some penetration on virtually every play, every set of downs that they've got the ball, every possession. They've been able to penetrate into the North Texas side of the field.
Coach Rogers keeps the offense out. 4 receivers, trips to the right, 1 to the left. Bringing the heat, and I believe we're going to get a offsides call against the Stampede. I'm not sure if we got a flinch maybe on the offensive line. We'll go down to the field and find out, and they are going to mark it off against the Stampede. So a free gift there for the Leander Wolfpack as they drew Stampede offsides for the 1st down.
Yeah, that's you can't do that. You got to stay disciplined. You got to stay on sides. You can't just hop off sides. Give them a free new set of downs.
It'll be 1st down and goal to go at the 10-yard line. 2021 Super Bowl, TUFA. Leander down by 6.
Got Quad City DJs.
Now we're going into the pistol formation. Pump fakes. Doesn't like what he sees. Geyser rolls to his right, throws it into the end zone. Touchdown.
Touchdown. Come on, ride that train with out of the quad formation with the touchdown pass there. Quad City DJs.
And who else? Vondell Hargrove. His 2nd touchdown of the game. This one not as spectacular as his one-handed grab earlier in the 1st quarter, but it's just as big as it ties the game at 20 with an extra point pending.
This is a big extra point here early in the 3rd quarter.
Big mentally for Kevin Province, too, as he's struggled.
Absolutely.
Good snap. Hold is down. Kick is up, and it's partially blocked. And this is going to be another failed extra point attempt for the Leander Wolfpack.
Yeah, the Stampede loaded up on the offensive right side and were able to really just bum rush the entire Leander right side of that offensive line and get to the kick, block it. Good play. You know, look, a lot of people may be surprised in this score that we're tied here with Leander, running roughshod through this league. But, it's like any given Sunday. You can have anybody can beat anybody else in this league, and especially when you get to the Super Bowl.
20, 13 remaining. Here in the 3rd quarter, North Texas Stampede out of Arlington and the Leander Wolfpack out of Austin meeting here to decide who will be this year's TUFA Super Bowl champion.
I don't know if we could have asked for a better game. 2020 right here,
Absolutely
tied up.
not.
Something to look forward to in this 2nd half, too, is as you see the North Texas Stampede still in the sunlight, still getting direct sun.
That's a very good point.
In those black jerseys. Could this contribute to some fatigue?
Yeah.
Could we see some some energy really zapped out of that North Texas Stampede offense or their defense as well?
Leander Wolfpack coming into this game 10-0 the regular season, 2-0 in the playoffs. Defeated Austin Vipers 21-14 a couple weeks ago in the divisional round, as this kick is going to be deep into the end zone and out for a touchback. Last week defeated the Space City Heat 31-28 in the conference championship.
What and you know what, we've seen inconsistent special teams here. You had a booming kick out of bounds by Providence. He just had his kick blocked. He's missed 2 extra points, a field goal, had those pooch kicks, and just been ineffective in the kicking game. And then he comes out and he booms it through the through the end zone. Yeah, just surprising, very surprising. Big drive here for the North Texas Stampede. How do you respond? Leander came out, drove the ball down your throat, tied it up. Now, how do you respond to that?
So here we go. Justin Willis Hands it off. And it's going to be a fumble.
Oh, it's
at
on the
30,
carpet. It's
picked
on
up
the carpet.
by the Wolfpack. It's Wolfpack football at the 33-yard line.
Wow. You know, I had touched on earlier about how this North Texas Stampede really had an advantage between the trenches, between the tackles against this Leander defense. And they did it again. They ran a little draw play, gained plenty of yards, but you can't fumble the football. That's 2 turnovers that we have for North Texas, and they're tied against the big dogs, the leading undefeated team in the league.
First down and 10 from the 33. Wolfpack with the football, looking to take their first lead of the game. Trips
Single
to the right,
safety.
one to the left. Geisler, little quick hitch pass, completed at the 30. Good for about 3 yards. That's almost like a run play there, buddy.
If I didn't know any better, I would think they were lining up for a little hook and ladder.
Yeah.
Wide receiver just stood his ground, and it looked like the slot man was going to try and pitch it back to him.
Second down and 7 from the 30.
Quad City DJs.
Geisler. This time he has Hargrove. Hargrove has a blocker. Hargrove makes a man miss. Hargrove into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
Oh man, the talent of the Wolfpack is starting to come through here. What a block out there by number 84, Dalton Flowers. He was able to, the little bubble screen, and then the rest was Hargrove just making men miss. He went virtually untouched into the end zone. What a great, outstanding play.
Hargrove with 3 touchdown receptions today. A one-handed grab that he took for 70 yards in the first quarter. A little 10-yard touchdown reception just moments ago. And now a big touchdown reception off a bubble screen that gives his team the lead 26-20 with 12:23 remaining in the third quarter.
And Leander's lining up to go for 2 here. They
Chasing
realize
points.
the same thing that we've seen, and a legal substitution. That's not going to get the job done here.
That's going to make it a little bit more difficult as it's going to mark the football all the way out at around the 7-yard line.
You hate to see that. You come out, you have momentum, you've got a little juice in your step, and then you have an illegal substitution to move you back. That's tough for Leander.
And that's not going to change the mind for Coach Rogers.
Got the quads lined up again.
Pistol formation with quads. Geisler. Looks like he's changing the play. Now he's going to send his tailback out. Steps up in the pocket, throws it,
Oh.
Incomplete, nearly intercepted. Again, it was just a 2-point conversion, so he would have had the opportunity to run it for 2, but nevertheless, it's a 26-20 game. The Leander Wolfpack on top of the Stampede. We're going to take a commercial break, talk about Twin Peaks. When we come back, we will have more third quarter action on MaxSports.tv.
Welcome to my lodge. This temple of wood, stone, and sports is more than just a lifestyle. It's a mentality. At Twin Peaks, we're rooted in forest-to-table comfort food, wall-to-wall TVs, and our signature 29-degree draft beer. So, welcome to the lodge mentality. Because here at Twin Peaks, we're all lumberjacks. Twin Peaks, eats, drinks, scenic views.
Province's kick is another high end over end kick. Why did they not do this at the beginning of the game?
I don't know
he
where
gets
this
booted
is
out of the
coming
end zone
from.
every single time. So Province, for the second consecutive time, boots it 7-8 yards deep into the end zone, and Stampede will have touchback. But again, if you've watched us here earlier in the first half, it was pooch kicks giving Stampede, field position at minimum around the 35-40 yard line.
You just can't get a good read or a good feel for the woes of these special teams of Leander. It could be their Achilles heel here.
So after the touchdown, or excuse me, after the touchback, it's first down and 10 from the 25 for the Stampede. Willis hands it to Davis. Davis has a huge hole, and he is off for the 40. Tries to stick his foot in the ground and change direction, but he's going to be stuck there, but not before he gets the first down at the 40.
Yeah, they held onto the football this time. They switched out the running backs because they were able to. They're exploiting the advantage that they have in between the tackles against this Leander Wolfpack defense.
Kenneth Davis in the backfield with Willis. Willis this time is passing. Has plenty of time. Floats it out there. Has a completion at the 50 inside Leander territory at around the 49. Devon Sneed.
Devon Sneed caught the touchdown pass, the first score of the game, and he just sat down in the zone. And what I like is the poise that Willis has. He was directing traffic, making plays on the run, moving in and out of the pocket.
Davis has the first down again. Well, actually, they might mark him a half a yard shy. I think that far side referee is going to mark him a half a yard shy. But Davis, another big hole to run through. This offensive line for the Stampede is doing an outstanding job here on this next possession.
Yeah, I've said it once. I've said it 1,000 times. The North Texas Stampede has a significant advantage if they run the ball in between the tackles. Keep the ball moving, move it between the tackles because Leander hasn't shown the ability to stop you or slow you down. The only time that they have has been because you put the ball on the carpet.
Here, whistles blowing.
We've got an injury on the field.
And as we look down on the field, finally a little shade, but not much.
Yeah.
Right now the Leander sideline fully shaded, and then you're starting to get more and more shade towards the sideline of the Stampede.
I thought we were going to see some rain, maybe some clouds, a little bit of lightning in the distance. I thought maybe we were going to get a shower or two, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen.
Zay Griffin checks into the game at tailback. Back with Justin Willis, the quarterback for Stampede. And still a little bit of confusion of what exactly is going on. Clock sitting now at 10:55 here in the third quarter. 26-20. Leander on top here in 2021
Got some
TUFA Super Bowl.
There we go. Back to 11 minutes left.
Yeah, you never know how much that 5 seconds could be very valuable here late. Movement here on the right side. I think we're going to get a false start against Chris Kennedy, who was lined up here in the slot on the right side.
You know, receivers, all you have to do is watch the ball. You're not going to just keep your eye on the ball. If somebody moves, you don't really know the snap count. If you're a receiver, you just have to watch the ball. When it snaps, you move.
So you go from a 2nd down and 1, buddy, to a 2nd down and 6. Trips to the right, 1 to the left.
Still on schedule with the ability to pound between the tackles.
Griffin gets it. Griffin shuffles his feet, looks for a hole, patiently gets through, picks up almost all of the penalty yards, and it's going to be 3rd down and 2.
Yeah, you're right on schedule. You're gaining 4 yards of pop if you pop it right there between the tackles. You should, if you're the Stampede, keep at that. Keep pounding that. Exploit that weakness in the Leander defense, and you'll start paying dividends late in the fourth quarter.
Griffin again in the backfield. And it's going to be a quarterback keeper for Willis. Willis gets stuffed right at the line of scrimmage, and he's going to be short. 4th down coming for the Stampede as Willis tried to keep it, and he was stuffed right at the line of scrimmage. And I think we might have a late flag and maybe maybe a misconduct here. It could be a personal foul. I'm not sure who it was.
This is going to be a
well
big
after
call.
the play.
This is going to be a big call here. Tempers are flaring in this Texas heat.
We could have an unsportsmanlike conduct coming. Look, and they're still having to hold back players.
Yeah, it looks like Taylor Wright. Something has happened. He's furious.
Taylor Wright having to be escorted by his teammates off the field as he is doing whatever he can to get back. And whoever said something to him Meanwhile, the ball is resting at the 40-yard line right now, but this is a big call.
Tempers run high in the trenches, Don. Looks like they're going to be offsetting.
All right, so that good news for the North Texas Stampede as they will keep their 4th down and 1 as opposed to being 4th and 16 and even losing a down.
If you're the North Texas Stampede coaching staff, you got to feel confident because you can pick up this yard. You've been able to show success running between the tackles.
4th down and less than a yard. Justin Willis in the gun. Zay Griffin will join him back there. Trips to the right. They give it to Griffin. Griffin has the first down to the 35-yard line. He needed 1. He picked up 5. So the chains will move with 9:08 remaining in the third quarter. First down and 10 for the Stampede.
Yep, exploiting that weakness in between the tackles. North Texas Stampede, they have a real advantage there.
Ball first down and 10 at the 35. Stampede again, no hurry to get this play off. Letting that defense rest and keeping Geisler off the field with that explosive offense.
More importantly, it looks like that whole team is in the shade now over there.
Timeout on the field, this one called by Leander. We'll take it with them. You're listening to the 2021 TUFA Super Bowl here on MaxSports.tv.
Take this opportunity to tell you about Twin Peaks. My friends over there at Twin Peaks. Great eats, scenic views, 29-degree beers.
Yeah, there's some sports going around. I believe you always got some UFC on Saturday night. If you want to head up there in the morning, there's going to be some more Euro Cup soccer if you like low scoring games and no scoring games and
Nothing wrong with a 0-0 draw.
nothing wrong with a 0-0 draw.
Nothing wrong with, you like those, you get a big beer, you get a little beer. I know some friends of mine, when you go to Twin Peaks, do you go for the big ones or the little ones? Some don't like the big ones because they tend to get too hot because they nurse them. But,
No.
So they always opt for the small ones. But, hey, we don't want to promote.
Well, that's why you go to Twin Peaks, because you have the 29-degree beer. That takes a lot longer to get warm than some of that room temperature beer that you get at the other places.
Yeah, absolutely.
First down and 10 after the timeout of Leander. Ball at the 35-yard line. Zay Griffin gets it. Zay Griffin has a big hole. Zay Griffin across the 25, reaches across the 20. It's a 15-yard pickup for the Stampede, and the chains will move once again. Stampede inside the red zone.
Another run right through the A-gap. North Texas exploiting that advantage they have in between the tackles.
Now they go to the hurry-up offense. Trips to the right, one to the left. Griffin fakes it. Willis fakes it. Now he's just going to dump it off. Has a completion at the 15. Out of bounds. Ed Young goes inside the 14.
Griffin, we talk a lot about mobile quarterbacks, and mobile doesn't mean necessarily that they can make plays on the run. It means that they can also move around well in the pocket. They can make plays from the pocket while moving around in the pocket.
Second down and 4.
Sound like Polly Pocket.
Griffin looking for the seam. Griffin picks up a big block across the 10, inside the 5, and out of bounds. Where are they going to mark it? At the 2. Now they're going to say the 3, but still a big run and a big block there. Zay Griffin gives his team a first down and go to go at the 3.
Zay Griffin rebounding from the fumble earlier.
Now you got Virgin Higgins, the big back end. Willis takes it. Willis keeps it. Willis driving for the goal line. No call yet. They're going to mark him short.
He was chugging, trying to get in there.
Referees taking their time, unpiling all the bodies. That down marker is just shy of the 1. Less than a half a yard to go. Justin Willis in the gun. Again, they put the big back Higgins in to block. Jet sweep and blown up behind the line of scrimmage.
Wow.
3rd down.
What a play. You know, I hate to
I
sound-
got to call that kid's number. That was number 21, Andre Taylor from linebacker coming on that play.
I hate to sound like a broken record here, but if you're North Texas, you've got to run the ball between the tackles. You're not going to make any hay running around the ends.
3rd down and goal here in the 2021 Super Bowl. 26-20 Stampede trails. Justin Willis from the gun. Fakes the handoff. Has plenty of time to pass. And it's intercepted in the back of the end zone. And they're thinking about taking it out, and he's just going to down it.
That was a
Intercepted
big
in the
play.
back of the end zone. It's number 25, Devin Boynton.
Hot diggity dog, what a play. Devin Boynton, interception in the back of the end zone when North Texas is driving the ball to score, to possibly tie it up or take the lead. What a play. And I question the play calling on that. You clearly have an advantage. Run the ball up the middle, pick up the touchdown. No need to get cute with this.
They tried 1 run on that play. 2 runs. Justin Willis tried to go up the middle. He was stopped short. The jet sweep play. And then the interception. Maybe a little too cute with the jet sweep trying to go outside.
Oh, they got the turnover belt. We got the turnover belt down there.
Oh, yeah. Devin Boynton wearing the turnover belt like a champ right now. And his team is a little over 20 minutes away from all being crowned champs as they lead 26-20. And this is going to be a handoff going for probably a 2, maybe 3 yard loss. As we approach the 5-minute mark here in the 3rd quarter.
We mentioned it earlier, but, why is Leander running that sprint draw? You run the sprint draw to take advantage of an over-aggressive defense that's just getting upfield on you. And I haven't seen that at all from the North Texas Stampede. If anything, there hasn't been a lot of pressure, period, from the North Texas Stampede.
And again, a hard count. They're going to let the play run? No, they're not. Okay. They have let it run before when he's been unevaded, but that time they did mark it or blow it dead. So I think this is going to go against Stampede. I did not see any flinching on the offensive line, but the refs up there are a lot closer than I am. And this would help them get back on schedule.
Oh, they're going to call it on the Leander Wolfpack.
I was wrong. I did not get a number on the guy that jumped off sides, so that takes you from a 2nd down and 12, which is already not good, to an even worse task, 2nd down and 17. As the clock continues to roll here in the 3rd quarter. 26-20, Leander leads. But they are backed up against the wall here. Another offsides call, and this one, who's this one going to go against?
I think that looks like it's going to be against Leander.
Yeah.
Leander is just shooting themselves in the foot.
Yeah.
Great googly moogly.
If you're going to go on 2, you got to tell your offensive line to hold their water. Or now you're going to be backed up, 2nd down and 22. Guys are almost back to his own end zone taking this snap. 4 receivers, trips to the left, 1 to the right. Now looking deep. Has a man and incomplete.
That's the 2nd deep ball we've seen Geisler miss.
J.D. Duncan had a step.
Just needs to put a little bit more air under that ball.
He throws it. It's a very low line drive pass for a fade pattern.
You got to start looking at this. The Leander Wolfpack are in a danger zone here. Your special teams has been poor. You're way back in your own end zone.
Yeah, this is not an area you want to punt from.
3rd and 22, a tough little
In
situation.
all fairness, we have not seen the punt team out yet, except for the one punt that Geisler kicked. So the rest of their kicking game has been shaky, though. Geisler, 3rd down and forever. Has time. Throws it out to the flank to the right side across 10-15. Almost back to the original line of scrimmage, but nowhere close to a first down. Does give the punting team a little bit more breathing room. They're going to mark them down at the 18. The drive started at the 20.
You got to look at this as a big, big moral victory for the Texas Stampede here.
So 4th down and 12. This time, Stampede's not going to fall for it. Guys are out there. He's passing, and he has a man wide open at the 35-yard line. It's good enough for the first down, and I think the Stampede are as surprised as you and me are, buddy.
That's a set of cojones to go for it like that.
Wow.
I can't believe it.
Bondell Hargrove once again on the reception. How many big plays has he had tonight?
What a play. And Geisler is fired up. Look at him down there.
I mean, they never have gone into an official punt formation the entire game. We've seen one punt where it was the exact same formation where they could have run a play just like that. Instead, it was a perfect pooch kick that put the Stampede all the way down at the 1-yard line with less than 2 minutes in the first half. Buddy, I was thinking the same thing was coming on this play. It was a 4th down and 12 inside their own territory back at the 20-yard line. Geisler gets it and just tosses it off to Hargrove, who was wide open.
The intestinal fortitude to go for it on 4th and 12, deep in your own zone. You trust Geisler. I am astonished that turned out the way that it did, and I'm sure the North Texas Stampede is got to be heartbroken for that. You know, you do such a great job that you think you're going to get off the field at 4th and long, get the ball back to maybe tie this up, possibly take a lead with a good kick. Oh man, that's a heartbreaking turn of events for the North Texas Stampede.
So the Wolfpack have it now, 1st down and 10 from their own 37-yard line. Still a long way to go. This defense still, have the offense back inside their own territory. So, I mean, nothing hurt there. I mean, definitely a gut blow, but definitely not game over on this possession, as this time the handoff goes across the 40 to the 38. Pick up a 4 on the play. That time the carry was made by the Wolfpack running back, Stephon Harrison.
Yeah, we're good. Thank you. All right, bye.
2nd down and 6. Geisler in trouble now, just throws it up for grabs, and nearly a one-handed grab made once again on that right sideline. It would have been a tremendous catch, but it falls innocently to the ground, bringing up a 3rd down and 6.
For as well as Geisler's played, he's made some really critical errors on some of these throws. When he's been under duress or under pressure, he has a propensity to throw it up for grabs. Like he did that. We saw it a couple of times in the first half. He gets rushed, he gets put under pressure, and he'll throw the ball up. You just got to be around the ball to be able to pick it off.
3rd down and 6 for the Wolfpack. The line to gain is a 47-yard line. Geisler rolls to his right, throws it, has a completion, short of the first down, and now the ball is on the ground.
He's going to call it incomplete.
And now we have a flag as well. The flag was thrown just as the ball was being passed.
We have a flag on the play. I think they're making another chop block.
Yeah, he definitely tossed it back into the backfield of the Leander Wolfpack. So it looks like it's going to be against them.
You've got a lot of these North Texas guys on the look at the Stampede players around the 50 just taking a knee, trying to catch a breath. I'm telling you, that heat is something else down there.
Yeah, and there doesn't look to be a lot of depth out there either.
Yeah, the numbers of players they have is considerably smaller than Leander. Ref has his shoelace untied, his left shoelace. He's tying his left shoelace.
Inside 3 minutes remaining here in the third. 26-20. Wolfpack lead. They have the football, but a big penalty has put them back again deep inside their own territory, this time at the 27-yard line. It's going to be, let's see if it was a loss of down on the play. Down marker still showing third.
That's another 15-yard chop block penalty, and we've seen that called before. That'll be the second or third time we've seen this Leander Wolfpack offensive line pick up the chop block penalty.
Third and a country mile for Geisler and the Wolfpack offense. Now he's in trouble. Throws it, middle of the field, has a completion across the 30 to the 31. Only about a 5 or 6 yard pickup there, so it's going to be fourth down and long.
Well,
Reception made that time to J.D. Duncan.
Well, Don, I'd like to say that you think you forced a 3 and out here, but
Yeah.
who knows? Who knows with
Yeah.
this? With this Leander Wolfpack.
You're forced to, you're forced to cover and try to punt return.
You've got single high safety back there.
Fourth down and 14. This time he will get the punt off. It's not a good one. It's going to bounce at the 40, but it does take a huge Wolfpack hop. It bounced from the 40-yard line all the way inside the 25, still rolling and down at the 19-yard line.
Big moral victory for the
Yeah.
Texas Stampede there.
Yeah. And again, Geisler does his job as quarterback / punter, putting his defense in a good spot with the Stampede at their own 20. Big possession here for the Stampede as, still plenty of football left, but that clock continues to get smaller and smaller. Now 2:02 remaining in the third quarter.
A wise man once told me that if you're the underdog, you just want to get to the fourth quarter in the game and then, let the chips fall where they may, because, whenever you get down there, you're not supposed to be in this. You're not supposed to be playing this well. But when you do get down there, strange things can happen in the fourth quarter.
Justin Willis joining the backfield with Zay Griffin. Willis passing. Willis is going to tuck it and run. Has some room across the 25. Out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. Will they give him the first down or not? It was close.
I think they're going to give it to him.
And they are signaling for the chains to move. First down and 10. Stampede.
Justin Willis untouched back there.
Three receivers will line up to the left and one to the right. Zay Griffin stays in the backfield. He lines up to the left side of Willis. Now Willis is going to shift him over to the right. Passing. Willis dumps it off to Griffin. Griffin has it. Loses his feet, but not before he picks up about 4 yards. Second down and 6.
If you're North Texas and you get to the fourth quarter only down 6, I feel pretty good about my chances going into the fourth quarter.
1 minute remaining.
The quad receiver set out there,
They
Quad
stayed
City
in- yeah,
DJs.
they stayed in 4 receivers. This time it's Davis. Davis on the carry. Davis drags a few tacklers close to the first down mark. Check that. That was actually number 2, Nick Morrow, on the carry for the Stampede. And a big third down and 2 coming for the Stampede. 28 seconds remaining in the third quarter. They trail the Wolfpack by 6. The handoff. And he'll get nothing and like it. Fourth down as Zay Griffin is stuffed at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he was running in quicksand there. There was nowhere for him to go.
They're actually going to give him a half a yard, but still it's going to be fourth down and short. And what a way for this third quarter to end. Throw your fingers up. It's fourth quarter time here in Missouri City, Texas. We're going to take our commercial break, pay some bills, listen to what all Twin Peaks has to offer, and we'll be right back with fourth quarter action of the TUFA Super Bowl.
my lodge. This temple of wood, stone, and sports is more than just a lifestyle. It's a mentality. At Twin Peaks, we're rooted in forest-to-table comfort food, wall-to-wall TVs, and our signature 29-degree draft beer. So, welcome to the Lodge mentality. Because here at Twin Peaks, we're all lumberjacks. Twin Peaks, eats, drinks, scenic views.
The first down is just a half a yard away, and it's going to be close. The referee looks like he's going to mark it right at the 40, which was the yard to gain.
I don't think he got it.
It didn't look like he got it from up here, but if you look where that far side referee was running down to, that would have been enough according to the chains. Now the referee is going to take the football. What's he doing? He picked the football up.
Oh, looks like there was an offsides penalty against the
I did not see that. I didn't even. I still don't
against
see a
Leander.
flag.
I did not see a flag either, but they marched off 5 yards.
Yeah, they did. Well, that was anticlimactic. First down and 10 now for the Stampede. Willis, again, passing, completed. This time he has Chris Kennedy. And Chris Kennedy did not think he was down, tried to get up and run for more. And the referee did mark him down right at the 49-yard line. So he does pick up 7, but he was looking for a lot more.
Now the refs are going to conference here. I don't think it's going to make any difference because the play was blown dead.
Second down and 4. Ball right at the 50-yard line.
And Don, in between, when that quarter stopped, we saw a lot of these North Texas Stampede players on the ground, on a knee, trying to get some air, trying to catch their breath a little bit. We saw a lot of these big guys struggle a little bit.
Second down and 4. Here comes Willis. Willis in trouble, eludes the first rusher, now just throws it off balance and has a completion at the 40-yard
and
line.
they're going to get 15 yards tacked on there, too.
Once again, it's Chris Kennedy, and as you said, buddy, it's going to be plus 15 more. Big reception there, and even bigger throw by Justin Willis as he was coming to that left side and threw across his body and fired a strike right into the chest of Chris Kennedy.
If I'm Coach Rogers, I question some of these penalties. They've just been, you can overlook effort penalties, but when you make mistakes like this, it can really hurt a team.
First down and 10 from the 25. 26-20 Stampede trails, but now they have great field position and looking for that touchdown. And here's the handoff. Nowhere to go, makes a little something out of nothing, and is going to get slammed down after about a 2-yard gain. Nick Morrow on the carry, as he's definitely the shiftier back of the 3. We've seen Zay Griffin, several carries, little Keith Davis.
With this heat, you got to keep rotating in backs.
Willis, 3-step drop, looking for the end zone. Has a man, incomplete. Great coverage. He just ran out of room. He was looking for Ed Young in that back part of the end zone. He just ran out of room. Great coverage there by Leander.
And Willis had all day to throw the football.
Coverage there by Roderick Davis.
Lots of tired legs out there on the field. Lots of tired people. Look at these guys. You've got
They're
everyone.
gassed. And there is a stop and play right now. Is Ed Young, who was the intended receiver, is he down? And
Yeah, it looks like he's got a cramp out there in the back of the end zone. So, going to give these guys a chance to rest. And as we look around, we see a lot of tired, heavy legs, a lot of hands on knees, a lot of knees on the ground, trying to catch their breath, trying to dig down deep to get that little extra bit of energy to finish off this game. This is where championships are earned, right here in the fourth quarter. And where else would you want to be than at Ken Hall Stadium in Missouri City for the TUFA Super Bowl?
yeah, temperature's showing right now just 84 degrees, but it feels like 93. And when you're on that turf, it's going to elevate it even more so, especially when you're in pads, helmets, and everything like that. I mean, it's a scorcher. It's a very hot day to be playing be playing some football.
And the sun's gone down quite a bit. Usually I'd say, like, I don't know what's hotter, the Texas heat or the Texas sun. But, you know, with that sundown, and it's still, what, 84 degrees?
Yeah.
And you got that dark track out there, the field, it's got to be at least 15 degrees hotter.
3rd down and 8 for the Stampede. Justin Willis, belt high snap, takes it, fires it downfield, has a man, has a completion, and down at the 12-yard line. Completion that time to his Dwayne Guyton Jr.
Guyton quieted after a really active first quarter right there. We got a flag on the play. Oh, roughing the passer.
Yeah.
This is going to set him up with 1st and goal.
So football version of an and one. Big completion and a 15-yard penalty tacked onto it. So this is going to send the Stampede inside the 10-yard line. It'll be half the distance to the goal. So they're going to have the football around, let's say, the 6-yard line.
Coach Rogers has to be livid. This is 2 penalties on this drive to keep the drive alive and really add a ton of yardage on to tack on yardage to this.
Stampede had the football even closer on their last possession. They were at the 1-yard line, were unable to get in after an interception by Willis. This time they have 1st down and goal from the 6. Willis fakes the handoff, rolls to his right, corner of the end zone.
Touchdown!
Stampede!
What a play. What a play. And who else? Who else do you think it would be than Devon Sneed? That's his 2nd touchdown reception. What a play. I was questioning whether or not they were going to go run the ball, just pound the rock, exploit that advantage they have in between the tackles, but they rolled out a little bit, and Devon Sneed was able to break free, shake free in the back of the end zone. Touchdown, Leander. Touchdown, North Texas. Huge extra point coming up right here.
Deering, he's been off and on tonight. Biggest extra point of the season by far to give his team, the Stampede, the lead here in the Super Bowl. A little confusion now in substitutions here in the extra point. Now they have a player running off. I don't know if he got off the field. This kick is up.
And it's good. Was he able to get off the field?
I did not think he got off the field. No flags on the play.
But they let it slide.
And as a result, the North Texas Stampede has just taken a 27-26 lead here with 12:21 left in the 4th quarter. We're going to take a commercial break. We'll be right back with 4th quarter action. You are listening and watching Max Sports TV.
Welcome to my lodge. This temple of wood, stone, and sports is more than just a lifestyle. It's a mentality. At Twin Peaks, we're rooted in forest-to-table comfort food, wall-to-wall TVs, and our signature 29-degree draft beer. So, welcome to the lodge mentality. Because here at Twin Peaks, we're all lumberjacks. Twin Peaks, eats, drinks, scenic views.
A touchdown pass from Justin Willis to his wide receiver Devon Sneed, and an extra point from Deering has given the Stampede a 1-point lead with just 12:21 remaining in the game. And here's Deering with a line drive kick just outside the corner of the end zone, and it'll be touchback for Leander.
And I think Deering has regained his mojo here. Made the extra point, the long extra point, kicked off the touchback. He may have regained his mojo. One thing to keep an eye on, too, is I see several North Texas Stampede guys limping off with cramps.
Yeah.
You know, this heat and humidity down here in Missouri City is no joke.
Concrete stands, metal bleachers, not a lot of wind running through this stadium. Artificial turf. And you got yourself a scorcher. But it affects both teams the same way. Here we go. 1st down and 10 for Leander. And Geisler hands it off up the middle. screeching through a tiny, tiny hole for about a half a yard, maybe a full yard gain. Not much on the running game there, though, for the Wolfpack.
This is our first time seeing these two teams, Don, and I'm telling you, there's a definite advantage for the North Texas Stampede in the trenches, both offensively and defensively. Leander can't seem to get any ground when they run between the tackles, but on the flip side, whenever North Texas has the ball, they're effective running between the tackles.
And here's Geyser. Geyser, design quarterback keeper, keeps it across the 40, untouched all the way down to the 45 before he's finally tripped up and tackled just before midfield. Big gain there for the Wolfpack. Now their offense has a little something cooking, trailing by 1 with 11:30 remaining in the game.
I say that, and then Geyser runs right up the middle for 15, 20 yards.
Quad receivers, twins to each side.
Quad City DJs.
And here's another flat pattern. This one to Flowers. And Flowers really just didn't get his head turned around in time, and that pass was lucky not to be picked off.
Well, Flowers needed to have his head on a swivel on that. You know, you always got to be looking for the ball. It just looks like when he turned around, he didn't expect the ball to come his way, and he couldn't make the catch. 2nd
down and 10 for Leander as they break the huddle. Ball sitting at the 48-yard line, just shy of midfield. 11:17 remaining in this TUFA Super Bowl. One champion will be crowned tonight. And this handoff goes right up the gut to Brown. Brown, not much going there, though, as he's going to be stuffed at the line of scrimmage and no more. So another 4th down decision coming for Coach Rogers. We've seen him fake it several times. We've seen not several times. We've seen him fake it one big time where it went for a 1st down.
It's still 3rd down.
Still third. My apologies. It is 3rd down. So 3rd down and 10 for Leander. Guys are in the Wolfpack offense. Break the huddle. This time 5 receivers.
Got the Quints out there.
Geyser sets up, throws it. And are they going to say they're going to say it hit the ground and incomplete. So now it's 4th down for the Wolfpack, who find themselves in a lot of trouble, trailing by 1 against an offense who really moved down the field excellent on their last possession.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the Wolfpack go for it on this 4th and 10. They've shown they're not afraid to go for it anywhere on the field.
So this is going to be very interesting. There's one deep safety back for the Stampede just in case. Geyser back by himself. Are we going to get a play or are we going to get a punt? And we are going to get a punt. This one another good spiraling punt, bouncing at the 20 inside the 15 and rolls out of bounds around the 14. So great job there again by the Wolfpack, but they needed points there as they still find themselves trailing by 1 and now giving the football back to North Texas.
Let's see if North Texas can really exploit that advantage in between the tackles and milk some of this clock. You got 10-12 out, 10-12 remaining. You know, you're going to need a really long sustained drive. And more importantly, you're going to keep the ball out of the hands of this potent Leander Wolfpack offense. You want to limit the number of possessions that they can get, that they can put their hands on the ball.
All right. Fans starting to get into it now here at Kenneth Hall Stadium in Missouri City, Texas. Fort Bend ISD uses this field.
The Eisenhower Hurricanes.
Also Hightower.
Yeah, Hightower Hurricanes. My apologies.
Willis in the gun. And here comes the handoff. Loses his footing.
He lost.
This will be a loss of a yard. He dropped the football as well. Comes up with it. Zay Griffin, that time nearly his 2nd fumble of the game to lose.
But there was some running room there.
Under 10 minutes remaining in the game. 2nd down and 11. Again, we know they're using play clocks, but we do not have the advantage to see what the play clock is showing. It's been stuck on 40.
I don't know if you noticed this, but Griffin just walked off the field through his helmet in disgust. He's really upset with himself there.
Now Willis has it, and I think we're going to get movement on the line of scrimmage again for the Stampede, and some really sloppy play here as of late here in the second half on both teams, as this is probably going to go against the Stampede, and it does.
That heat, humidity, and really the fatigue is really setting in.
9:25 remaining, but the Stampede find themselves inside their own 10-yard line, nursing a 1-point lead.
Lots of fans out here. They're on pins and needles.
Who will be the 2021 TUFA Super Bowl champion? Second down and 15. Willis in the gun. Willis throws it downfield. Looking for Ed Young, and Ed Young cannot come up with a great defense there by the secondary of Leander. There to break up the play. Trying to get a number on him. Yeah, it looks like it was, for the Wolfpack, it was number 22, C.J. Lewis, to break that ball up.
Not what you wanted to be in if you're the North Texas Stampede. 3rd and long. You haven't shown a propensity for the big play. You're good at these underneath routes, the dump offs, the pounding it through the tackles. What you're not good at is the big long play. We haven't seen them be effective going deep with any type of success.
And maybe more importantly on that play, the clock stops. 3rd down and long. The yard to gain is the 25. Willis has plenty of time, steps up in the pocket, fires it downfield, has a completion at the 32.
That was
What a
huge.
big 3rd down reception there by the North Texas Stampede wide receiver. Who else? Dwayne Guyton Jr.
Guyton Jr. making his presence known here in the 4th quarter. What a big play. Just as I said, they were struggling going deep. He threw that ball right up for Guyton, and Guyton went up and got it.
That's a big 1st down there for the Stampede, because now they can milk even more clock. That offensive line starting to really sit on the Leander Wolfpack defense. It'll be Zay Griffin back in the game at tailback. Griffin gets it. Griffin has a seam. Griffin across the 40 and rips across the 45-yard line. And another 1st down for North Texas.
Right up the gut. Right up the gut. Really, really taking advantage of that advantage they have in the trenches, in between the tackles, picking up the 1st down, milking some clock, and they're building a very effective drive here. Already milked off about 3 minutes off this clock, and more importantly, you're keeping that potent Leander Wolfpack offense on the sidelines.
Ball now at the 45-yard line of North Texas as they inch closer and closer to midfield. Movement on the line. I believe Gillis is going to get a free play. Willis cocks it, fires it, has a completion at the 25-yard line.
What a play. Justin Willis on a dime. He threw that ball. I mean, you've got to be impressed with the poise of Justin Willis back there leading this drive. And, I mean, you can't say enough good things about this North Texas Stampede offense right now. They seem to be clicking right now.
Chris Kennedy with a big reception. And that's going to be very close to the red zone now for North Texas. Under 7 minutes remaining now. The clock becoming a factor now if you're Leander.
Shout out to Charlotte out there having a listen.
Zay
Quad.
Griffin in the backfield. And he'll send Kennedy in motion. Griffin gets it. Griffin's going to be spun around and dropped for a 3-yard loss. So 2nd down and 13 after the big after the big play on 3rd down before that.
You know, just as I was singing the praises of this North Texas strength in between the trenches, Leander really struck and came to the linebacker blitz, and they were having none of that going up the gut anymore.
2nd down and 12, they'll call it.
Got quads again, Quad City DJs.
6 minutes remaining in the game. Justin Willis from the gun. Willis. Incomplete. Great coverage once again by the cornerback of Leander. That time on the coverage for Leander was Roderick Davis.
What good coverage by Roderick Davis. He went right through the intended receiver.
3rd down and 12 coming for North Texas. Clock stops after the incompletion at 5:53.
They've done an effective job of milking this clock down 5 minutes.
Absolutely. A chance to milk even more if they can get a first down here. They're going to come out with trips to the right, 1 to the left. Willis looking deep, left side, end zone, jump ball, incomplete. Doing the double covers there. His intended receiver was Dwayne Guyton Jr., but this time the Wolfpack had double coverage. And I think we're going to have another Wolfpack player down. Again, I don't think it's anything serious. It looks like more cramps.
This heat and humidity is no joke, Don. It'll get even the best of us.
Yeah, it didn't seem like he came down too awkwardly. It just was one of those deals where that hammy or cast, something's biting him, and he's going to have to stretch it out and get some more fluids.
A stop right here really gives Leander faith and hope to pull this out. They'll get the ball back at least one more possession, but time is precious right now. I'm going to be anxious to see what Coach Jackie Bridges does here. 4th and long, really almost an extra point length right here. I don't know. They're going to go for it on 4th. Do you trust your defense enough to make the plays against the Leander Wolfpack offense?
It'd be about a 40-yard attempt if they would try it from here, so that's not the case. They're going to go for it. 4th down and 12. They need the 13-yard line, or just shy of the 12. Willis fakes the handoff, rolling to his right, still rolling. Throws it up for pass.
He's got it wide open.
At the
What
5-yard
a
line.
play.
Walks into the end zone. Touchdown, Stampede.
And that's the pressure you put on a defense whenever you have a mobile quarterback that can run out like that. Think they're going to get excessive celebration.
As it stands
right
now,
here.
Chris Kennedy has a touchdown reception from Justin Willis. And it will stand. It is an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, though, against the Stampede. Touchdown stands. It will be a very, very difficult extra point, and could be a big extra point right now, because that currently the way the score stands, it's a 7-point game.
33-28. What kind of
It's
pressure
33-26 right now.
Yeah, 33-26.
Yeah, 33-26, extra point pending. So this excessive celebration penalty has now knocked you back all the way to the 30-yard line. So you're attempting a 47-yard extra point. They might want to decide to go for 2 from the 17. I think their odds would be a little bit better for that. I mean, I'm not sure if I've seen. And Deering has a great leg, but I don't think he has and that's what they are going to do. They're going to take the football from the 30-yard line and try to convert it from 2. So
No, they're not. They're going to kick this.
Oh, they are?
Deering's lined up.
Wow.
He's been inconsistent. And look, Leander has a guy back deep to see if he can't return this.
37-yard extra point attempt. Check that. Yeah.
Yeah, extra point attempt.
Now, I want to say check that. It's 47-yard.
Yes.
47-yard extra point attempt to make it an 8-point lead. Low snap. Deering boots it. It's going to be blocked. Rolling around at the 10. Wolfpack picks it up, but they're not going to get anything else out of that. So, Stampede, they do their job. They put 6 more on the board. They have a...
We're going to have a penalty.
Oh.
Another penalty. Surprise, surprise. Looks like one of the Stampede players is standing there without a helmet. I wonder if we're going to get a personal foul again on Leander. The refs are talking this over. Huge pivotal moment here. If this goes against Leander, they're going to move this ball up to the 15-yard line.
Well, I guess it will go back to a regular extra point attempt.
Let's see.
No,
Oh,
against double.
but it
offsetting
means they
penalties.
offset, so they'll probably are they going to kick it again?
No,
With
I
a
think
dead
the
ball.
play was, I think it was a dead ball foul. Yeah, I think it's going to be a dead ball foul. So here's where we're at. We're 33-26 right now, even though the scoreboard has not changed.
The scoreboard also shows that it's George Ranch against St. Thomas too.
I just want to make sure that they did give them the touchdown over
They
there.
did. They did. We have the score right. As you see, brought to you by Twin Peaks. You see the Stampede 33, the Wolfpack 26. Our scoreboard is correct on your screen.
All right, so I think they've sorted it all out. It's 33-26. Stampede leads. 5:11 remaining. We're going to take a timeout, sort all this stuff out. We'll be right back with the conclusion of the TUFA Super Bowl 2021.
Welcome to my lodge. This temple of wood, stone, and sports is more than just a lifestyle. It's a mentality. At Twin Peaks, we're rooted in forest-to-table comfort food, wall-to-wall TVs, and our signature 29-degree draft beer. So, welcome to the lodge mentality. Because here at Twin Peaks, we're all lumberjacks. Twin Peaks, eats, drinks, scenic views.
Don Jones, Buddy Brooks, producing Zach Fordyce, and we are here with 5 minutes and 11 seconds remaining here at Kenneth Hall Stadium in Missouri City, Texas, where we are just moments away from being able to crown a TUFA Super Bowl champion. Currently, the Stampede has come in here and they lead 33-26.
If you're the Wolfpack, you got to think about going for two. You've been inconsistent in the kick game. If you score,
Low line drive kick. It's touched, though, at the 12. Now fielded at the 1. Across the 20, 25, 30. Find some blockers across the 37. And out of bounds just shy of the 40-yard line.
yeah, great field position. Good way to flip the field if you're a Leander fan. And you've got to start thinking, if Leander scores here, do they go for two? Your kicker has missed multiple extra points, multiple field goal attempts. Your players are clearly fatigued. Everyone on that field is laying it all out here on the line. And this sun, this heat, this burning fire of a stadium can really zap the energy out of you.
Night has fallen upon us now. So it's a little bit cooler as it was at kickoff. But again, the humidity and just the heat alone is still a factor. First down and 10, just shy of the 40. Geisler passing. Has a man tipped up and nearly intercepted again. Just not putting enough air underneath the football. And Quincy Scott nearly intercepted that for the Stampede.
What a play, Quincy Scott, because he had an open receiver running scot-free.
Just throwing it with a little too much, not enough air. That definitely got the heart of Mark Rogers stopped for a second. Second down and 10 now. Geisler calling the plays. Pump fakes in trouble. Rolling to his right, flag down. We might have a holding call, but we do have a sack.
I think if you're the Texas Stampede, you got to push him back here.
As it stands now, Samuel Douglas has his first sack of the game, but will it stand? And they will let it stand.
Wow, they're going to decline that.
So they're going to decline the penalty. Douglas gets credit for the sack. It's now a third down and 11 from the 37-yard line. 4:45 remaining in the game. Leander trails by 7.
You know, when we were talking to Coach Bridges about this North Texas Stampede team, and he mentioned that there was a big turnaround halfway through the year. Maybe they've made some really critical changes to turn things around to get back on the right track.
Quad to the right, 1 to the left. 5 receivers now for Geisler. Geisler steps in the pocket, in trouble, and tripped up and sacked again.
That was a huge sack.
This time it was number 28, DeMarcus Cummings, on the sack for the Stampede, and now it's 4th down and long with just 4:07 remaining in the game.
Does Coach Rogers trust his defense enough to kick this away, or is he going to go for that? We've seen it's only been a quarterback punt every time. Leander hasn't lined up in the traditional punt type formation. So you've got to think, is Coach Rogers, is he going to punt this ball away? He's gone for it on 4th and long from his own 15-yard line.
They've been in the huddle way too long for a punt call.
3.5 minutes left here. I don't think this is a punt at all.
Oh no.
But you've got the single high safety lined up like it is going to be a punt.
They're going to have 4 receivers. Geisler passing. Geisler has a seam pattern,
tipped at the line.
Tipped and incomplete.
I think
And we
that
might
could
get a delay
seal
of game here too. As a frustrated Hargrove punts it across the field off the turf. Still plenty of football left, but 1 score could do it. 3:21 remaining, 33-26. Stampede leads, and now they are getting the football back at the Leander Wolfpack 35-yard line.
I tell you what really helped the Texas Stampede on that drive was Quincy Scott's Deion Sanders-esque play by batting down that ball, because that was a huge, huge stop.
Owners for the Stampede, Mark Holder and Patrick Porter. You can tell that you can bet that they are nervous right now, as head coach Jackie Bridges.
Lots of money on the line for this last 3.5 minutes.
$5,000 goes to the organization with the win today. 1st down and 10 from the 35. Stampede has the football with the lead. 3:21 remaining in the game. Willis fakes the handoff, puts his head down, picks up a pretty good, significant amount of yards on 1st down, picks up 3. And more importantly, the clock continues to tick.
Tick, tick, tick. If you are the Texas Stampede, you got to pound this rock right up the middle, milk that clock, and go home with your Super Bowl championship.
Under 3 minutes now, 2nd down and 6. Stampede huddled up inside the 40. Now they break.
In no hurry.
2 minutes and 40 seconds remaining left for them to capture a championship here in Missouri City, Texas. A season that started way back in April. Little bubble screen setup completed and stopped short, but initially, and then a second effort springs the reception all the way across the 30 to the 28-yard line. Once again, it was Chris Kennedy making the play. It looked like it was going to go for about a 2 or 3 yard gain, and it ended up being a big 5 or 6 yard gain, which is big. Instead of a 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5, you now have a 3rd and 2. And a timeout called by Leander.
I think you're in 4-down territory if you're
We're
the
going to
North
stick with it
Texas
here.
Stampede. I think you pound this rock,
Yeah.
milk some more clock, at least force Leander to use up all their timeouts. And you've got a lot of fatigue out there. I mean,
Yeah.
You've touched on the heat that's out there, but you see guys every time out or every kind of downtime in here, they've got hands on their knees. They're down on one knee. They're trying to catch their breath, trying to just get the last bit of energy to finish this game out.
North Texas really could start putting nails in coffins with a 1st down here, as Leander is running very low on timeouts. I believe they just have 1 remaining. I'm sorry, we don't have that graphic up, and neither does the scoreboard. So 3rd down and 2.5, maybe 3 yards. They need just shy of the 25, and I think a first down here goes a very long way in clinching the Super Bowl title. 2 receivers bunched to the left outside the numbers. Willis fakes the handoff. Willis has the
and
first
he picked
down.
up- That should do it. That
Willis
should
put his
do it.
head down and got the first down needed. Clock continues to roll. 2:04 remaining. And like I said, I apologize to our audience. I'm not sure if it's 1 timeout or no timeouts remaining for Leander. But I know for a fact they've used 2. Possibly 3. And the way the North Texas Stampede is celebrating, that might be it.
You see Guyton down there doing the gritty.
So here's a situation. Y'all are watching it for yourselves. I mean, North Texas celebrating like the game's already over. I guess that probably was the final timeout of Leander, and we're going to see some victory formation now because if they're out of timeouts after that one, I think it's all said and done. It's just 3 kneel downs and this game's over.
Coming into this game, you had to say Leander was the favorite. They
Oh,
were
yeah.
undefeated. They've been running roughshod over this league, and
Yes.
what a gritty, gutty performance by North Texas. They've come out. They've really taken it to this Leander high powered, big time defense. And they've taken it to them and been able to overcome 2 turnovers. We touched on that maybe the turnover battle would show us, really who came out victorious in this game. But, North Texas was able to overcome their turnovers, and they excelled in the special teams game.
So no victory formation yet. They're going to still line up trips to the left and 1 to the right. And the handoff will go right up the
And
gut.
he's
Breaks the tackle to the
gone.
10, 5. And that will be the nail in the coffin. Touchdown, North Texas Stampede. Nick Morrow. Icing on the cake and flags everywhere. Helmets flying. Unsportsmanlike conduct here. Unsportsmanlike conduct there.
Not that it's going to matter.
No. Yeah, it's going to be a long extra point attempt again. And look, a lot of trash talking. Look, we're seeing some waves and wow, a lot of trash talking here at the end. It might get a little rough here at the end because
You hate to see it. This has
I'm
been
looking for Fort Bend ISD police or some.
This has been a hard-fought battle. It's been a really good game, very entertaining from start to finish. You hate to see it be ruined by any type of extracurricular activities.
Yeah. So I'm guessing the flag was not against Stampede because this is going to be a
Nick Morrow, like a little jitterbug, runs right through
Yeah.
that hole to the house.
Deering's extra point is good. So that'll just about do it. It'll be 40-26 now with 1:48 remaining. And Leander will get the football back one more time. But they're going to have to do something really quick with it. And I'm telling you right now, I mean, they are almost at midfield now. Dancing, talking, waving. And this thing could get really interesting here. If the referees don't start doing something. I mean, goodness
let's
grief.
hope it doesn't come to something
Yeah, I
like
mean-
that. Let's hope it's cooler heads prevail.
Absolutely. Yeah, referees are doing a lot of talking to several players, to the coaches now. And still a little football left to play. Anything can happen. Again, 2 scores down. You get a quick score by Leander. We know they can do that. We know Leander has that ability. When you talk about players like Vondale Hargrove and Dalton Flowers and with the arm of Geisler, we've already seen it once or twice already tonight. With all that being said,
got Amber Alerts all over the place.
They're going to need it quick. As the referee's still trying to sort out what's going on and get this game under control so we can finish the last 2 minutes.
Yeah, regardless, Don, heck of a game tonight. Really entertaining, lots going on. Oh, no, we've got a little the Fort Bend security coming out there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You hate to see it marred by some type of extracurricular activities here.
Yeah, I saw some Fort Bend ISD police outside, so I guess that's who's working the game tonight.
The Fort Bend ISD police are now talking to the referee.
Yeah, saying, if you don't get control of this game, we are.
Now the Fort Bend ISD police are talking to Coach Rogers.
Yeah.
We may have an ejection.
We may have an arrest.
No, there's no arrest.
I'm telling you, there was some really cheap. I mean, when there was a scrum, I mean, there was a couple. Like there was a couple punches thrown. I don't know. Anytime you see the police involved,
Let's just hope for the sake of this game that cooler heads prevail.
absolutely.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Get on.
I see the Fort Bend officers saying, "Cut it."
Film that.
They're cutting the game off. Yeah, I had a feeling.
I won't.
I had a feeling. And Coach, this is why Coach Rogers saying we still got 2 minutes left.
Okay, good deal. Just keep on the drama, the action.
I'm telling you, it got really ugly after that last touchdown. Again, didn't see exactly what was happening. I saw some punches being thrown.
And now,
Saw some helmets being thrown.
now the officers walking across the field to go talk to Coach Jackie Bridges.
Yeah, so there's one Fort Bend police officer for everybody out here.
I think she may be a little outmanned.
I'm telling you right now, and being a person in education, if you're not going to get a lot of backup if you got Fort Bend ISD, I mean, it's going to be most of those people are Monday through Friday, like the teachers and principals and stuff are.
You know, I know they have some loyalty to this team, to each of their own teams, but a lot of these guys play together. They went to high school together. They played college ball together. They know each other. The circuits, the team across the board. It looks like a North Texas player took a Leander helmet, and that helmet is now being returned.
There you go. I knew there had to be something that we were missing.
Forcefully
Yeah.
to the Leander sideline. So
The old hidden helmet trick.
I can't say I've ever been a part of a game
Where you got
where that
helmet
happened.
stolen.
So, I mean, clearly entertaining. This
Hey,
is,
props to Fort Bend ISD police right there getting the helmet back.
yeah. I mean,
I told you we might have an arrest.
and she's back. Now she's going to go
Hey,
talk
anything
to
over
someone.
$300 is a felony. Those helmets are expensive. All right, so
All right, yeah.
this last 2 minutes is going a little bit longer than we thought. But again, anything can happen. This distraction might be the best thing that happened for Leander. If you catch this Stampede team celebrating like they were just moments ago and thinking the game's over, you put up a quick score, all of a sudden pressure back on the Stampede. So we're finally going to resume play as Deering kicks this off, fielded at the goal line. Has a lot of running room across the 25, 30, has a seam across the 40, 45, 50, and out of bounds at the 45-yard line. Hold your seat, buddy.
It's
This
not over
could
yet.
be big. Inside Stampede territory with some explosive offensive players, and you never know what can happen if you can get that score on the board and get your onside kick team on the field.
Wow.
Big return for Leander. 1 minute and 38 seconds remaining.
I mean, there's still time, but, you know, this game's getting a little long in the tooth if you're a Leander fan. You need a quick strike up top.
First down and 10 for Leander.
Maybe Hargrove makes a big play here.
And now I think we're going to get a timeout on Stampede. Just kind of getting it. That's probably a good timeout if you're Jackie Bridges, because your team is not focused right now. I mean, they tried to steal a helmet. They were celebrating. They were doing the Dougie. I mean, they've already. I mean, I'm surprised. I mean, they thought the game was over, and now here they are, a minute 38 remaining, and Stampede backs against their own end zone as they're trying to keep Leander out. 14-point lead for the Stampede, but again, very explosive offense. You know, you got Vondell Hargrove, you got Wayne Award, you got Dalton Flowers. A name we haven't said a lot that was highlighted, Nicholas Jackson. We've seen him once today with a reception, but haven't seen him a lot. And, of course, Wesley Geiser, who's really made a lot of big plays tonight. He's missed a couple deep balls. He's going to need one.
He just puts a little air underneath some of those.
So we're back, ready to resume play. 5 receivers now for Geisler. Has time. Now he's flushed out of the pocket. Rolls to his right. Still rolling. Now he's going to run it across the 35. Stays on his feet across the 30 and gets out of bounds wisely at the 27-yard line. So that'll stop the clock with a minute 29 remaining.
Wow, Geisler pick up with a big gain here.
Yeah.
Does it with his legs. We're used to seeing him make plays with his arm, but man, that was a good run by Geisler.
And had the instinct to get out of bounds and stop the clock, which is even more important. It'll be first down and 10 from the 27. Trips left, Twins right. Guys are passing again. This one is going to be completed right in the center of the field, so they're not going to be able to stop the clock, even with the first down. Again, NFL rules, so the clock will continue to tick as they move the chains. 1:14 remaining, but they do get a first down at the 15. Geiser again. Low snap, controlled, pump fakes, now fires it. Another slant pattern completed, this time at the 5.
Tick, 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 tick.
Now 60 seconds remaining in the TUFA Super Bowl. 14-point lead for the Stampede. Geisler in trouble, tosses it into the end zone and incomplete. Clock stops at 47 seconds.
What an entertaining game.
And they did not. And I'm sorry to interrupt, buddy. They did not give them the first down on that first down play. So it's third down now and short, which usually is not a big deal, but you can't really, you can't really do too much to run and stop without stopping the clock. And we're going to have more Stampede players down again. Cramps, I believe, as there's a player down at the 5, a player down at the 10, and many others taking a knee and just sucking down as much water as they can.
This heat and humidity, it fears no man.
And again, we talked about the Stampede team being the team without the shadows to start the game. There was a little bit of shadow over the side of the Wolfpack sidelines. And when the game kicked off here at 6 p.m., and it was sunny and hot all the way through halftime, and the Stampede was just baking.
Know what sounds good right now? A popsicle.
Yeah. I thought you were going to say a 29-degree beer from Twin Peaks.
Of course. I'm always going to say a 29-degree beer from Twin Peaks.
That's what sounds good to this guy right here. And it definitely would probably sound good to Coach Bridges if his team can hold on to their 14-point lead and be crowned Super Bowl champions.
So we had some type of penalty on that.
Yeah, and it went against the Wolfpack.
We missed the call there, but it's 2nd and 15. 3rd and 15, actually.
Yeah. Geisler looking, now running. 15 and out of bounds at the 12. Are we going to get another flag? An automatic first down is going to be called.
Oh, wow.
Wow, as he was hit about 2-3 steps out of bounds. And so that's going to reward the Wolfpack with a free first down inside the 10-yard line. Unbelievable.
Geisler really sold that toe, too.
Oh, yeah, it was definitely a sell job for sure.
But
with how tight, with all that happened right after that last touchdown, you've got to call it tight now.
yeah, you know, there was yeah, we don't need helmets stolen again.
So the penalty will set up first down and goal from the 5. Stampede not making it easy on themselves. 5 receivers spread out. Geisler passing. End zone. And it's complete.
More importantly, we got 33 seconds left.
Wolfpack just trying to get into the end zone and set up some type of onside kick opportunity to give themselves a chance.
Yeah, we got to see if they can make an extra point, too.
Absolutely right.
They haven't proven that they can. If the Wolfpack can score here and make an extra point, you make it interesting. But, you know, even that's no gimme.
40-26, 33 seconds remaining. Second down and goal. Geisler will send a man in motion. Now passing. Completed and into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Touchdown caught by J.D. Duncan. And it's now
40 to 32.
8-point game.
Wow.
It's an 8-point game. 40 to 32. Extra point pending again.
Well, it looks like they're going for 2. They have to. You can't trust your kicker.
Absolutely right, buddy.
If you can't trust your kicker, how are you going to kick an onside kick as well?
Maybe he's a better onside kicker than he is a field goal kicker, buddy.
Maybe.
Nevertheless, it's 29 seconds remaining here.
This game
2021
just
Super
got
Bowl.
interesting, folks. Interesting.
Trips left, 1 right. Pistol formation. Geisler passing. Has a man, and it's going to be a 2-point conversion. Good. This time it was Dalton Flowers on the 2-point conversion. So here's the scenario. 40-34. A touchdown ties if you're Wolfpack, but you got to get the onside kick. A touchdown and extra point wins the Super Bowl. If you're the Stampede, you are an onside kick recovery away from being crowned the 2021 TUFA Super Bowl champion.
What a nail biter. What an entertaining game. We've had it all. High scoring affair, helmet stolen.
I don't think I've ever seen that before, buddy.
I have not either.
All right. It all comes down to this. Kevin Province, who's struggled to say the least in today's game, has a chance to make the onside kick of his life and give the Leander Wolfpack a chance to tie this game up, if not win it. Teed up on the 35. Kick is away. Good hop, bounces up in the air.
It's free.
There's a
They got
scrum,
the ball.
and I think the Wolfpack have recovered.
There are flags.
Wolfpack
Flags are
right
down.
now has it recovered, but there is flags on the field. There are flags
I think they're
down.
going to get offsides on the Wolfpack.
And that would, if they're offsides, they're going to award the football right to Wolfpack, or excuse me, the Stampede, I believe.
No, they could re-kick it.
And look,
This is
the
a big
Stampede
call.
is crowded around the refs, as are the Wolfpack. And here's the biggest call of the night.
This is a huge call.
Try to check body language here.
Oh, this is against the... No,
It's against the Stampede. That penalty is declined. First and 10, Wolfpack.
Wow. This game has everything.
Wesley Geisler, how strong of an arm do you have, son?
25.8 seconds left.
Again, NFL rules, so the clock only stops if you can get out of bounds. Timeouts unavailable to Leander as they have used all of them, and now the Wolfpack are going to be they're going to be able to take advantage because I believe the Stampede just used their final timeout.
Wow.
40-34 is our score. 25 seconds remaining in the game.
Okay.
And we are...
Let's play what if.
Yeah, what if?
What if? What if Leander scores right here? You're not confident in your kicker. You going to go for 2?
I mean...
Then you miss,
it's hard
you
for
go
me to say.
overtime.
It's hard for if he's making them in practice and he's just struggling today. I go with them. If he's showed in practice all week for the season, you know that he's really really inconsistent, and I feel like I got a good 2-point play. I probably go for 2, but if the guys, I mean, if the guy's been making kicks in practice and throughout the season, he's just having a little rough game today, I would go with the. I think it's. I don't know. Let's see if it comes down to that first.
Look at this unique stack down here on the boundary side.
We're going to have
Field
5
side.
receivers for Geyser. As you heard Buddy say, 3 of them are stacked here on the right side. And this pass is going to be completed at the 35-yard line, tripped up at the 33.
Tick,
but
tick,
again,
tick.
the clock
Don't
cannot
flowers.
stop. 15 seconds, they're going to have to get a formation and clock it. And I'm not sure why the clock is stopped now. Why is the clock stopped?
Yeah. Ref is calling for that clock to start running.
Yeah. Did they have one timeout, I guess? Okay, they must have had another timeout.
Another timeout.
Yeah, so now you got 14 seconds. No, they're going to put 16 seconds left. 16 seconds on the clock. 40-34. You're definitely in range now for a long touchdown pass. Or even one of those little slip screens that they've been doing, little seam patterns. And you still might be able to, if you don't get out of bounds, have time for one more play if you can get out of bounds.
If the Stampede can stop him, can stop anybody inside the field of play, I think this game's over. You've got a lot of tired legs out there to try and get up there on the line of scrimmage.
Wesley Geyser in the gun. 40-34. 15 seconds remaining. Just chunks it up to the left side. Has a completion at the 9-5.
Oh, and he scored! He scored! Oh, wow! Oh, wow!
It is a tie football game here in the 2021 TUFA Super Bowl.
What a
No
play.
flags.
Dalton Flowers.
No flags. So, buddy, now we're going to see what happens. Coach Rogers has the decision to make. Do I kick the extra point that's not been great all night? Or do I go with what's been working, including last possession where we went for 2? And he's going to send out Kevin Province.
Oh, this is the biggest kick in Kevin Province's career.
Kevin Province, an extra point to win the Super Bowl. You need a good snap and hold first. Good snap, hold is down, kick is up. It is good!
Oh, wow!
The Wolfpack have taken a 1-point lead with 10 seconds remaining.
This game looked hopeless for the Wolfpack. Hopeless.
A 14-point lead with 1:48 left has vanished, and now the Wolfpack have taken a 1-point lead. And now here come the waves and dancing on the other sideline.
Oh, wow.
Unbelievable.
You could not write this script.
41-40. And we've got to be careful if you're the Wolfpack. Do not get an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty and move the football all the way back to the 15 where you got to kick it.
Oh,
You
wow.
cannot cost yourself here.
The way this game's been going, this game is over
because
yet.
I've seen Justin Willis. He's got an arm too. He can. I mean, if you put him somewhere around midfield, he's going to give it a chance. So you've got to be very careful here if you're the Wolfpack not to have any stupid penalties that could cost your team a Super Bowl title. 10 seconds remaining. What a play by Geisler, who found his receiver with 10 seconds remaining to tie the football game up. And then a guy that you've been so critical all night on, Kevin Province, to kick the extra point and give his team a 1-point lead and that much closer to a Super Bowl victory here in Missouri City, Texas at Kenneth Hall Stadium.
I'm going to need a cold shower after this game.
All right. Ball's teed up at the 35-yard line. The hero of the game so far, Province, will send his right leg into it, and it's going to be a high end-over-end kick. It will be fielded at the 10, though, across the 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, still on his feet and out of bounds at midfield with 2 seconds remaining.
Oh, wow.
Can you say hook and ladder?
Pitchy, woo-woo.
All right. Instant classic here on MaxSports.tv. TUFA Super Bowl 2021 has been all it's been advertised about. It's been sensational football, and now we are down to one play remaining.
And look at how deep the Wolfpack has everyone.
Yeah. So this will be interesting to see. I doubt Willis can make it. I mean, you're looking at least 53 yards if you threw it from the line of scrimmage. You got to, add another 10 yards from shotgun formation. So, I mean, you might see a lot of pitching and shuffling going around here in this final
I think
play.
he throws it. I mean, he's got an arm. He can throw it 63 yards.
So here he goes. We're going to find out. Willis steps up, has time, heaves it downfield. It's not going to make it to the end zone, but it will be caught at the 8, and that's it.
Wow.
That is it. The Leander Wolfpack have rallied from 14 points down, under 2 minutes remaining in the game, and are your 2021 TUFA Super Bowl champions by a score of 41-40.
What a game. Wow. An instant classic that you can only see here on MaxSports.tv. What an entertaining game.
Leander Wolfpack winners 41-40. It was a 40 to 26 game with 1:48 remaining when Fort Bend ISD police had to go find out who stole the helmet. And we thought it was just, a foregone conclusion that we are going to be crowning the Stampede. But a big return from the Wolfpack. A couple big passes into the end zone, touchdown, an onside kick recovery, and a 10-second touchdown reception gave them the lead after a Kevin Province extra point. We're going to take another break and wrap things up on the other side. This has been the TUFA Super Bowl championship game. Again, your winners tonight, the Leander Wolfpack, 41-40 over the North Texas Stampede.
Welcome to my lodge. This temple of wood, stone, and sports is more than just a lifestyle. It's a mentality. At Twin Peaks, we're rooted in forest-to-table comfort food, wall-to-wall TVs, and our signature 29-degree draft beer. So, welcome to the lodge mentality. Because here at Twin Peaks, we're all lumberjacks. Twin Peaks. Eats, drinks, scenic.
Welcome back to Kenneth Hall Stadium. Missouri City, Texas, where it was the setting for one of the most exciting Super Bowl title games that you will ever see, as we saw the Leander Wolfpack battle back 14 points down with less than 2 minutes left, score a touchdown, recover the onside kick, and score again, and then the big extra point from a guy who's struggled all night came through big. And, buddy, this is why you got to play all 60 minutes in every football game.
And it came down at all facets of the game kind of played into play here. You had offense, you had defense, you had special teams. The special teams really came in big when Providence made that last-second extra point. But, I mean, this game had everything, back and forth, high scoring, big hits, big plays, and, you know, the drama that was involved. Even had a stolen helmet. I mean,
that's a first. I have not seen a stolen helmet, and that's one of those things where we talked about it where the Stampede, I thought when Leander called that timeout that the game was over, they had no more timeouts, and they were going to kneel the ball.
Why wouldn't you think that?
Because, I mean, they were dancing at midfield, they were throwing helmets, they stole a helmet, and that lack of focus, just that much lack of focus, could have cost him a Super Bowl title tonight.
I can't say enough about the heart of these Leander Wolfpack players.
Yeah.
They fought back. It looked like they were on life support. It looked like they had no chance. It looked like they were done. And, you know, there is something to be said about the North Texas Stampede maybe losing their focus a little bit, but you've got to give all the credit to the Leander Wolfpack. They came back from dire straits. They were in bad shape there. We're able to pull out this victory, and what else can you say? And, you know, it's time to give it up to player of the game, Wesley Geisler. I mean, he played out of his mind. The 2 drives that he led, these last 2 drives to score touchdowns, he was amazing. He made plays with his feet. He ran the ball. He threw the ball. The guy was amazing. And, you know, congratulations. Hats off to this entire organization, these entire teams. And you know what? This was a great game. Both teams, you know, you could play this game 9 times out of 10, and you would have a different result every time.
So, Wesley Geisler, your MaxSports.tv player of the game. Again, huge congratulations to the Leander Wolfpack, who's this year's 2021 TUFA Super Bowl champions by defeating the North Texas Wolfpack 41-40. Again, thank you for watching. For Buddy Brooks, I'm Don Jones. Again, special thanks to Zach Cordine, who's been doing all the producing. We will see you next week.
Welcome to my lodge. This temple of wood, stone, and sports is more than just a lifestyle. It's a mentality. At Twin Peaks, we're rooted in forest-to-table comfort food, wall-to-wall TVs, and our signature 29-degree draft beer. So, welcome to the lodge mentality. Because here at Twin Peaks, we're all lumberjacks. Twin Peaks, eats, drinks, scenic views.